And we're back at the great outdoors.
This is different.
Very
This feels good.
spacious.
Feels good.
I can spread my legs.
Good note.
Let's tell the beautiful people who we are.
This is Ram Film Reviews. I am Randall. This is my awesome, amazing friend Mac. And we are back with another review. If anybody follows my my personal page, you might know what this review is going to be about. If you read the title and are confused. Yeah, confused. You might be confused at the end of it. I am talking about something called Deathcember, which is something that we watched. Was it the day after Christmas? No, not the 26th. The
23rd, I believe.
Was it before Christmas? No. It wasn't before Christmas.
Somebody help me out.
It's been like 2 days.
Has it been 2 days? The fuck today is Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. So probably...
Wow, my memory is shot right now for it.
Cut! Probably the 24th or 23rd. Probably sometime a week ago. Anyways, I was too tired. I had to get the fuck out of here and go sleep. But we're going to do the review. So,
yeah, we're definitely going to do the review. But it's not only that. We're doing double review. Because we're doing Deathcember. And Deathcember was an anthology of 24 films. Plus some bonuses. There's 2 bonuses to it. All short films. It was a project done through Kickstarter. And we're going to talk a little bit about more of that now. And then we're also going to do another review for a movie called Rectima. By Mark Pirro.
Amazing
known as
movie.
the king of low budget. And definitely can see why he gets that title. We're outdoors for a multitude of reasons. 1, we just wanted to fucking do it. 2, we want to smoke cigars. While we go ahead and tell you guys.
Store we could choose.
Now, if you guys saw the behind the scenes of this situation here, you would, I mean, on camera it looks like, damn, these guys went, heavy. This is some real street level shit.
Some ghetto fabulous.
Yeah, but we made it work, and that's what counts.
Took some pictures,
Merle already said Rectima, already interested. Yeah, we're going to talk about Rectima. Stick around for Rectima, because that is quite the topic and quite the movie to talk about.
Yes.
But in the meanwhile, you're going to see a tie-in to all these little objects. Not everything, because obviously it was 24 short films. And there's limitations to not wanting to block our faces. And the Godzilla will come into play eventually too. You'll know why.
Yeah. So this is
and Merle's opening up his bottle of Crown while you're drinking your Crown.
Little personal bottle. It's already almost half gone, but
I'm gonna be drinking they're not sponsoring us, but my Stella.
Salud, Merle, everybody else
I
watching
wish
now.
That would be great if we get an alcoholic sponsor.
Right. No IPAs, por favor. Salud.
Listen, if they pay us money, you gotta accept the fact and drink a fucking IPA. We gotta sell out for IPAs if they're gonna pay us money.
Yeah, bro, I'll be a hippie. Whatever.
Listen, it just is what it is. If it's a guava flavored fucking beer, we're drinking a guava fucking flavored beer.
Right, bro, just give me some cheese.
So cheers. There you go. That's not a bad idea, Ellie. I'm gonna put this here because if
Ellie, thanks for coming. Giggity. So this anthology was released in 2019. It's about 2 hours, 20 minutes, give or take.
Yeah.
So, us just wanting to know little things, we try to calculate 24 short films in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Good range of what? Between 2...
It was anywhere between 5 to 6 minutes of film.
The majority of them. Some were even less.
Anyway, yeah, some were shorter than that. And, this is us trying, exactly, sell out like Wayne's World. And it was also trying to us account for, credits. And then we were unaware that they also included 2 bonus films. There was 3 bonus films originally, but we only got 2 of them.
And the third one, it's on the Blu-ray.
that only the Kickstarter backers got, and you looked it up. It was going for quite a bit, right?
Pricey film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty up there for unknown movie. I guess you could say we never heard about it. So definitely gonna look into that later on.
Yeah.
I have the funds for it. Well, the funds for just to throw money away.
Yeah.
But bro, this movie blew me away. Like I was like, I even told you I was like, what can you come up with?
It's
like,
always an odd variety, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm here thinking, it's the, Santa Claus with an axe. Like that was already in my
you
head.
were thinking it's gonna be 24 different little films. Well, we didn't know it was gonna be an anthology. We just looked at the title and thought, maybe it's gonna be something like Santa Sleigh, right? The Goldberg movie.
Bill Goldberg movie, yeah.
Something like that. It's probably gonna be something like that or whatever. And then we read anthology, 24 short stories, and we're like, holy shit, how long is this? And then we saw 2 hours, whatever. Hey, what's up, Jose?
What's up, Jose?
There is a chance of winning something, but we're not gonna say how.
Oh yeah, that's
All I can say is Excelsior.
How do you say Excelsior? But yeah, so the tagline for this film, basically, it's 24 doors to hell.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. It plays perfectly into the film.
Yep.
So let me pull up the
What's
list.
up, DC Maddox?
Yo, Don. Thanks for joining.
We got a few people in. Murrow's in, Ellie's in, Jose's in, Funknacious jumped in, Heartless Weeb jumped in.
Angel. So
a few people jumped
Angel,
in.
stay tuned. We brought in our movie choices after this Deathcember.
Yeah.
Deathcember. Get it? So
Yeah.
yeah, the first film is, what was it?
Murrow says, win something. I do some things.
Oh, I know you do some things. Fucking whore. So the first short film we get into is called A Door Too Far.
And what I liked about this, before you go into the details, what I liked about it is they literally treated it like an advent calendar. So, and it starts off, like A Day Too Far starts off being about an advent calendar, but the entire run of the marathon of the anthology itself is all advent style. So it focuses on one item that relates to the film. And this one was an advent calendar, closes in on the advent calendar and opens it up like a door.
Tells you a little number, what short film or story you're on. And it's like, it's like a 2D type room.
Yeah.
It was all computerized.
Everything
spread around on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, if anything, I don't recall. But yeah, like Randall said, it pans to the item, puts a little number, opens the little door, and there, it shows you the little short film.
And we start with Door Too Far.
By
which
Mr.
is this little...
Dominic Saxel.
Yeah.
Again, this is a mixture of it started 40 directors, and then they picked the best 24.
Right.
And
it was almost like the 24 that accepted.
Possibly.
Because they pitched out 3 more.
Yeah, just in case any directors backed out or it wasn't what they expected.
That's why there's 3 bonus films. Is because they requested 3 extra films just in case anybody backed out. But yeah, so A Door Too Far starts off with this little kid getting out of bed, goes to the kitchen area of his house, and sees an advent calendar hung on his wall.
Boy, was he hungry.
And the kid wanted his chocolate. So he goes ahead and starts eating every door, even though it's still door 1. So it's still technically just December 1st. And he starts eating every chocolate. Then he finishes his box, turns around, and sees that there's a second box, which is supposed to be his little sister's box. And he goes ahead and grabs that box and eats through it too. He eats 48 fucking chocolates. And
then after that, he goes to a store and just gets on his knees and just starts opening all these advent calendars.
Yeah, he starts eating them off the shelf. A little old man comes to the doors and tells him, like, hey, don't do that or whatever. He says something about that.
And you shouldn't have eaten your sister's
chocolate. Yeah, some shit like that. The kid runs away and he puts a little curse on him.
Yeah, he had a
little medallion.
Some medallion, evil satanic medallion, I don't know. He rubs it,
because it had the star.
There you go.
That's right.
He rubs it and then he just starts laughing and then kid goes back to his room.
Nice. Merle said he was in a similar movie called Back Door Too Far.
Send me the link, please. So, yeah, he's in his room and he's having nightmares and he's just turning. And I was like, yo, Randall, what if he turns into a fucking chocolate person inside the advent calendar?
It's close enough.
And Randall's like, oh shit, cool. So yeah, the kid's turning, having nightmares, and all of a sudden, he has just chocolate on his face. And I was like, oh shit, my prediction's probably coming true.
Yep.
You know, maybe it was,
Yeah.
ejaculating chocolate. Just, no, who knows? And yeah, he
Ate
wakes.
so much chocolate.
Yeah.
He had a wet dream, and it was all chocolate.
It's a bit nutty. So
Yeah, kind of like Augustus.
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 So kid wakes up. It's all pitch black, and you just hear him, hello, hello. And then go ahead.
Yeah, at that point you see he's looking around his room, and you see all of a sudden something in front of him across on his wall opens up, and you just see a little girl's face. And all of a sudden that little girl grabs what's inside that box, and it ends up being the kid, and then just goes ahead and eats it. In other words, Mac's prediction was exactly right. The boy ended up turning into a chocolate, but not only that, in his sister's advent calendar, which he had demolished, and his own sister ended up eating him as a chocolate. I mean,
what I liked
the phrasing there.
I loved it, but I told Randall, I was like, oh, they should have done it like a Gushers. They should bit into it like, let's say like blood or some shit with a like.
I mean, they could have just made it like strawberry, like he just turned full candy.
Exactly.
So like a strawberry chocolate, just.
Oh, of course.
But it ended with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. I'm a big kid.
I'm a big kid now. Let me.
Like the big kid from Trick or Treat.
Mac the Magician with his predictions.
All right, and then we get into the second one. The second one was one of my favorite ones. It was called All Sales Final.
Fatal.
Fatal?
Yeah, I thought it was All Sales Final, but it's Fatal. Yeah.
So All Sales Fatal
By Michael Varati. Or Varati.
This one was basically like a mother trying to return a Christmas gift from a spoiled child that no longer wanted the gift that he had requested, and I wanted something new. And she was like, well, he doesn't want it anymore, so I want to return this.
So anybody that has worked retail or is in retail, you know where this is going. This is like your daydream come true.
Because the ultimate question in those situations always becomes, ma'am, do you have the receipt?
Do you have the receipt? Yes. Proof of purchase.
And the answer was no. She couldn't find it. Well, she had it, but she couldn't find it. And at that point, the salesman was like, well, I'm sorry. Without that, I can't do shit. The lady cops the attitude, starts getting aggressive into like a little bit of a aggressive tune in her voice, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say what they call nowadays Karen. Yeah.
It was near Karen level, yeah.
Yeah.
It was near Karen level at that point. And then went full Karen. It was little Karen, and then it got full Karen when they kept on going back and forth, and all of a sudden she walks out the door, grabs the bell from one of those Santa Clauses on the street with the damn bell, the Salvation Army Santas, right? Grabs the bell, goes back inside, and smacks the damn cashier guy with the bell.
And just like just so much blood just fucking pours on this customer. I was like,
yeah.
How the fuck? The cut was not that big.
No,
it was funny. It was.
I mean, okay. So I will say one thing. Like there is an excessive amount of blood that comes out when you slice like on the head in certain areas.
What have you done?
I haven't done anything, but I've seen like when I used to work as back in the when I used to work as a janitor at school. This kid like fell in the basketball area and cut his head like right here, and he leaked out like a fucking pound of blood.
Did you lick it?
No. Did not look at that. They might have think I was doing some ritual, and with little kids that's even weirder. But ultimately, what ended up happening at that point is the guy reacts like she was like, okay, hit him, I'm out the door now. Guy comes up behind her and smacks her up with
a box a present, just a gift. You can tell it's empty, but not, does no damage to her, but she acts like it does.
Yeah. He's like, you hit a woman type of thing, right?
And just back and forth, punching each other, whatnot.
And slowly just gets more violent.
Then she punches him, he turns around and lands on the counter. He gets a couple pens or whatever. Or no, she gets a stapler gun.
And he gets the pen.
He gets the pen, stabs her in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just wild.
Yeah, it literally... Merle says Mac would have liked it.
Of course.
But yeah, and ultimately it just becomes an all-out battle. Between the salesman and the Karen.
I wonder, like, you know,
The best bit though is the ending there.
Oh, so wait, there was a scene.
Like they're already
no. Before we get there, there was a scene where one of them gets hit, blood splashes on the mirrored door. The Santa Claus from outside opens it up. What does he say? It was something hilarious. He was like, "Oh no, not today!" And then
not today.
He just runs away.
He doesn't even run. He just closes the door.
He closes it, all right.
He just closes the door and walks away.
And yeah, and then what? It proceeds to what Randall was saying.
And Angel says he'd lick Mac.
Yeah, man, that domino effect, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of licking going on.
And then Ellie pulls out the licky tongue.
Ah, nice.
Pokemon reference now.
Yeah.
I'll see myself out.
So, the end sequence of this one is they're both laying,
just like
bleeding out, absolutely bleeding out, and like death bleeding out. The lady looks to her right, sees her purse like throwing them out, or like
open,
out and open, everything falling out. And the first thing she sees is the receipt. Grabs the receipt, hands it to the cashier guy, and says, "Can I return it now?" The guy looks at the receipt and says, "I see what I can do." And then they both die.
They both die.
It was fucking fantastic.
Simultaneously.
It was so good.
Yeah, at first it was like kind of wacky for me, but then I saw how much Randall was enjoying it, and I was like, you know what, it's not that bad.
I thought it was exactly. It was like a Royal Rumble in a store. Mm-hmm. And the reality is, it's just that like if you've ever seen these things like in person where they get that intense, it just adds that comedic flavor to it, which just made it hilarious. And the idea behind these anthologies was that it was a mixture between horror, some comedy horror, some fantasy horror, shit like that. So it was a mixture of all, and this added to the comedy factor.
Yeah, like again, it's like 24 directors with different horror backgrounds. They're all from everywhere.
Girl said you taste like
elote. Giggity. So yeah, Australian directors, German, American. I think some Spanish directors.
Book Abyss.
Oh shit! What's up, Will? After this review, we're gonna watch the New Year's Evil movie you recommended.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we just wanted to do this one first because we don't want to cloud our memory with more movie.
And we're gonna be a little litty. So the next one,
probably,
it's sci-fi.
This one was weird.
I don't get it.
This one I didn't get either. It had it has a backstory with the origin of
mythology. Is it?
Of mythology with was it Japanese or Chinese? I don't know.
North Korea, was it?
No, yeah, the Korean.
Yeah,
it kind of ties into like that Korean Christmas where the North Korean Christmas thing that they kind of like
what's the fucking name without looking it up? Anyways,
they pray the day of the birth of Kim Un
Sun.
Yeah, the senior one.
Yeah, but yeah, this is called Aurora by Lazar Bodroza.
Yeah.
Randall, you take this away. I don't fucking know.
It's
a short film.
This one was really short. It was weird. It was a girl inside of a box doing her daily routine that was like checking chemicals and radiation or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Right? She was wearing a gas mask, and
it was like a society like hovering. They're all connected with wires.
Have we seen Christmas Evil? It came out the year I was born. I think I saw that one listed, but we haven't watched it.
Bro, what year were you born? I can't tell, bro. What's up, Will? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having some beer.
It's a movie.
There you go.
But this one was really strange. And then like the radiation started seeping into the girl's room. Mm-hmm. It was weird how that happened. She started to go into like a seizure style thing. And then you see her like little block where she lives in, which, like he was saying, they're like hovering in the air and they're tied to like these like rocks, almost like Avatar like shit, sure. Right? And hers is like crashing and burning because she's dead and now she has no control. And I guess it self-destructs because of the exposure.
I think it was something like self-realization or self-awareness.
It was some weird thing. It was some weird thing. It really had no direct like detail to it that would make you realize, oh, this is what they meant. Like it was nothing, and then it ends it with the happy whatever, celebrate King Kim Un, whatever his name is.
Yeah, exactly. We looked into it. It kind of made more sense, but
I mean, it related to a holiday that they celebrate like Christmas.
Yeah. So our next one, it's Xmas on Fire by Florian
Frederick's. That's German. That's right. Frederick's.
Yeah, the heist. AKA the heist.
This one was really fun. This was the one that took humor to another level too.
It gave me Reindeer Games. Have you seen that with Ben Affleck?
Yeah, really fun.
And Charlie's Theron, whatever.
Theron.
Fucking. So, this was also too Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah, they did a parody. Yeah. They basically did a parody of Reservoir Dogs and like a Reindeer's Game type of thing. Mm-hmm. It starts off like Reservoir Dogs, like they're inside a fucking warehouse and they're giving each other's names, and they're doing everything is like very racially motivated. So
what's the word? Fuck. What's the word? Not racial, but it was something else.
Profiling? Stereotype?
Stereotype. There you go.
I mean, kind of like stereotypical. It was almost like stereotypical, but with a little racial motivation to it, right? Sure. But, you know, he calls, like, the white guy Mr. White. They have an Asian guy, call him Mr. Yellow.
Mr. Yellow.
The black guy, too, was right? They had a black guy?
The black guy was the owner of the store.
That's right.
So I don't think he was part of the heist. He was just, part of the deal.
And then the main guy, who's also white, called himself Mr. Handsome.
Yeah. And there's the Mexican. I think it's Mexican or just black, ghetto, whatever.
Called him Mr. Brown, right?
Mr. Brown, yeah. He had I think he was a.
No, they did have a black guy.
He was
They did have a black guy.
Crip affiliated, the gang Crips, because he had the blue bandana.
Yeah, they did have a black guy and they did have a brown guy too. So they had a black and a brown.
So they're talking about the heist and whatnot. Then it cuts off to them in the car. They're all wearing Santa outfits.
They all dress up like Santas, yeah.
And then the ghetto guy, the Crip, he's in the middle. And he has like how would you say, like the Asian flow, like you've seen Kill Bill, like the sensei or whatnot, just like that. And then he has the bandana over the Santa hair. Yeah, it was just funny as fuck. And he's wearing fucking.
Like they gave him straightened Santa hair.
There you go, straightened.
It's like straightened Santa hair all the way down,
he's wearing basketball
and the beard
shoes.
Is the same exact thing, like everything. Like it was so ridiculously funny.
He's wearing basketball shoes. So wait, at this point, they didn't show the owner doing the plan, but so now they pan out into the jewelry store, and the owner sees the car outside, and he's like calling 911. Mm-hmm. The station is having a party, and yeah, he has a what'd you say, a M16, M14, somewhere hidden.
It's a big gun.
And then
it's a big.
The
gun.
Santas in the car have this little revolver, six-shooter, whatnot. They all get out, come into the store. Yeah, go ahead.
And they start walking towards the jewelry store. They walk inside. They point the guns at the owner. The owner pulls out the big gun. And all the other Santas run away.
Well, the owner shoots at two...
He shoots at the wall to break the glass of some of the diamond displays. Mm-hmm. So he breaks the cases. All the Santas run away because they're like, he's got a bigger gun than us. They run away, and then the main Santa ends up like staying behind. Mr. Handsome stays behind, and then talks to the owner like, you did it too early or some shit, whatever. And then he starts running away too. At this point, you just hear the cops pull up. The Santas didn't. I guess they didn't think the cops would be that quick, but they pull up, and the owner
just OJ's it.
Yeah, he starts putting on gloves, and all of a sudden, you see him start reaching for the first bit of diamonds, and it flashes back to like that he was a part of the plan the whole time. And yeah, it was fun.
Yo, Placata.
Hey, what's up, Placata? But it was a fun. We changed locations. We did it outside. Still in the same basic place.
Moving on outdoors. Up. But yeah, basically at the end, the owner, double crossed him. Mm-hmm. He goes outside. Everybody's basically on the floor, either wounded, dead, and this is where the bad guy talks too much. Tells him the backstory, and he's about to shoot the main Santa, Mr. Handsome, and then one of the female cops, points his gun at him and
says, "Don't do that."
Yeah, don't do that, and they all start singing.
Yeah. So the lady cop starts singing. Oh damn! I forgot what song. But they started singing a Christmas song. She starts singing the Christmas song, and all of a sudden another cop starts singing the Christmas song, and then all the Santas that are dead on the floor start singing along with it. the main Santa starts singing too, and then the black dude starts singing too. So everyone ends up like singing it all together, and it just becomes a whole joyous singing, which ends with just the owner of the jewelry store, like, you know, not shooting, just putting his gun down, realizing I'm fucked, because his whole plan was, I'm gonna steal these jewels anyway, like you were gonna do, and still claim the insurance because I'm the owner of the store. So, you know, fraud. But it was a fun one. And then we go on to Villacico. Villacico was crazy as fuck.
Yeah, that's by Isaac Esban.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites, yeah.
Villacico was crazy as fuck. It was weird. It was really weird.
It's just the right amount of weird.
So Villacico starts with a doc.
Tell them what Villacico is.
Well, Villacico is Christmas, like songs or almost like lullabies, but in Spanish, right? But Villacico is usually the Christmas ones. I'm pretty sure. It's the Christmas songs that they sing in Spanish culture, in Hispanic culture. So it starts off with this kid on a heart monitor in a bedroom.
Yeah.
You can tell he's dying, and he flatlines. And all of a sudden, there's knocking on the door. While there's knocking on the door, you can hear Christmas music being sung outside the window. Yeah, they were singing "Hooray for Santa Claus." That's from the fucking Conquers Mars shit.
The what? The what?
The Santa Conquers Mars.
Oh, yeah, Ellie, we talked about that. Because I saw the...
He linked it to me saying we should watch this, and inside I was like, oh my god, Mac, if you only knew.
That's the movie you guys watched when you stayed over. So that was a funny coincidence. And then Merle said,
so good.
Is this on any service?
It's on Tubi.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
It was on Tubi. That's where we saw it.
But just in case he doesn't have Tubi,
Tubi's free.
Give him a different option. Well, you know, Merle. If you know. But yeah, go ahead, continue with the Villacico.
Alright, so Villacico, when the music is playing through the window, you see that the heart monitor starts like kind of like beeping again, like he's coming back to life. And then they bring the choir into the house and sit them right next to the bed, or stand them next to the bed. And while they're singing, the mom comes and makes them stop. And as soon as they stop, the kid dies again. And then all of a sudden, she tells him start singing again. The kid revives again. So apparently, the Villacico keeps the kid alive.
So they bring, these kids are downstairs. They bring all, I'd say a good 10 of them upstairs and keep them in the same spot for about what?
Merle said he's got Tubi.
Well, you got Tubi, Peacock, Vudu, Amazon. Where the hell you want, Merle? But yeah, they keep these kids next to the bed and just singing for about a good 20, 30 years.
Yeah, they keep singing. They don't stop. And the thing is, it goes through a quick timeline because obviously it's a short film. So you see him bounce to a birthday, to a wedding,
a family wedding,
to another Christmas, to another party, to a funeral, to like somebody literally dying, and it goes through every phase. And all of a sudden, it's more than 30 years because he aged.
Oh, yeah, true.
It was like 50 years.
60 years.
It was like 50, 60 years.
And then the choir kids, I guess call them that.
They never changed the kids.
Yeah, they start dying one by one. They go crazy. You see a skeleton just a corpse just laying there. And then what I did notice, the window outside, there's like a nuclear war or some shit.
Yeah.
It's just crazy bombs going off.
Yeah. But it was crazy that it went through all that. And then what happened at the end was the best thing ever. Was it's just one lady left singing, and she just keeps on doing her job because that's what they were hired to do, was just keep singing, right? And the kid, now old man,
he noticed. He's like, oh shit, he's waking up. I was like, oh fuck, yeah. He takes off his.
He wakes up. Yeah. He gets off the bed. He takes off the breathing material over there. Like he's left the heart monitor because it kept beeping. He goes to the lady, looks at her, and then fucking kills her. Yeah, and then he dies. So the whole time he was like, why don't you just let me fucking die?
So I believe he was conscious of what's happening, but he couldn't until, I guess, that very moment.
This movie sounds like Walmart when it was open 24 hours.
Holy shit.
Listen, it was pretty It's crazy. It
That one
was crazy.
wild.
It was really well done too. Really well directed. Camera wise, it was really well done. It was fucking amazing.
And to base it off of just one room was
Yeah.
pretty dope. And then the next one was got Joy to the Girls by Sonia Escolano. Can't remember that.
Is this the witches?
Yep. Yeah.
So this was really short. This was basically like an invitation to like a red room type of thing. Kind of
Yeah.
like you're about to meet up with some hookers.
It was in Spanish. It said, "Don't be late,"
Dude,
something like that.
Angel, you would enjoy it, but just know that it is like 2 hours and 20, 2 hour 20 long. And yeah, this was basically real quick. It was just basically you got invited to like see a hooker or choose a hooker, and basically they turned it into a ritual where they're witches and they kill you and drink your blood.
Yeah, this is basically, I think women will like this.
Yeah,
It's basically, kill men
yeah,
and, slit their throat into a bucket, drink their blood.
yeah.
But the funny part was that at the end, the next victim comes in half an hour early
Yeah,
and sees them do the ritual, and
they're
that's how
drinking the blood already.
That's how it ends. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a quick one. It was nice, but it was really well done. And then we have the Hunchback, Berg, Hein or Sign. Sign? It was pronounced.
Hein.
It was spelled like on camera, spelled Sayn, but it's pronounced Hein, I
Hein.
think.
And I forgot to write down the director's name.
This one was really interesting because they went back to doing it like the original Hunchback movie. They did it silent film,
Yeah.
black and white, and it was at the point of the Hunchback getting pulled for his execution. Right, they were gonna burn him alive. And when he's getting put up on the post, all of a sudden, like a letter arrives, and the letter apparently is to set him free. And
Yeah, the messenger comes on a horse, and yeah, he's just being praised.
yeah, and all of a sudden, everyone's surrounding him. The girls are kind of flirting with him. He's drinking. He's having an awesome time. He's loving life at this point.
And this is where Randall's perdition happens.
Yeah, I was like, you imagine? Well, it didn't happen right away because I didn't predict anything. I didn't know what was gonna happen. But the second, what ended up happening was somebody lit a cigar. Ironically, we need to roll those over here. They lit a cigar, and yeah, it's getting humid out here. And they threw, I guess, the material they used to light it into a bucket. Right? It couldn't have been a match, but it was something like a paper that was lit on fire. And they threw it into a bucket, and the bucket lights up on fire. And the Hunchback looks at the bucket real close, and I'm like, oh shit. Imagine all of this shit was just a fucking dream, and he's still about to get fucking burned alive. And at that exact second, boom, you see that when he looks at the fire, he realizes, oh, this is a dream. He looks up, and he's surrounded by fire.
Just screaming. And
It was fucking great.
oh, and the
Really, the way they did it was great.
prosthetics for his fucked up eye was awesome.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
The
with it.
CGI for the eye can move at the same time as his regular eye was pretty good. So the next we got Family Matters by Steve DeRuver.
Did I do that?
Family Matters. What was that one? Excuse me, people. Next we got Family Matters. Oh, the Germans with the. It reminded us of Society.
Yeah. No,
There you
but
go.
you didn't get my reference.
Yeah, Urkel.
Oh,
Trust me, I did. So this
I
is
feel sad. It wasn't funny.
Oh, it was, but I was just trying to process the fuck because things about to
Getting
get real.
killed by a hooker isn't a bad way to go. Very true.
Oh yeah, you seen Chainsaw Hookers, bro? Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. Thanks to Retroitis, which 50% of Retroitis is on.
You're going with
Chat
the
with
Robusto
Funknacious.
latte.
Oh, the latte. All right, I'll get the Maduro. Fuck the mint. But yeah, Family
The
Matters.
mint's over here. The mint can go to Godzilla. He's green.
So Family Matters starts with a couple in the car about to have dinner with the girl's parents. So
Take a square. Oh, that smells so good.
that's why there was only one left because I smoked the other one. So yeah, it starts off. They're in, I guess, in their the driveway. The guy's about to meet their parents. That was perfect. He's about to meet his parents for the first time. The girl's like, giving him some pointers.
Don't be nervous.
Exactly.
It's gonna be fine. Like what you would occasionally do in a situation like that when you're in a relationship and you're about to meet, the partner's parents.
Yeah.
You try and calm it down because everybody's nervous and shit. So, you're like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be a general, like, it's a family gonna have a nice little, Christmas party together or something.
Get this one. It's already open.
And the odd thing here is that did I bring the lighter or did you bring the lighter?
So you bring the torch, man.
I forgot.
Oh, it smells so good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go get the torch on, but let me talk about
dark chocolate, bro.
That's pretty good.
Darkness, everybody. Darkness.
Walk into the house, and all that's in the house is a dad, a mom, and a brother.
Before that, the dad and the boyfriend, they had like a little stare off, like "Hello, David" or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah.
Like a little tense moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead with that.
So, it seems like there's just gonna have like an awkward interaction at this point. It's just like this is getting weird, right? And then, oh, nice, that's even better. The dad goes like, "Do you know what you have to do?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, I know what I got to do." And what's up, Alex?
What's up, Alex?
And then the sister's like, "You can do this. You can do it." She's like, "You can do it." And then Roberto's like, "What the fuck's he gonna do? What the fuck's gonna happen?" All of a sudden, she brings out a fucking knife. Or the dad brings out the knife, right? The dad brings out the knife.
Oh yeah, because it's a.
He says, my grandfather gave this to my father gave it to me, and now I give it to you.
And it's like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
Gives him the knife, and we're like, okay, what the fuck is it? Are they sacrificing like a chicken or some shit?
Oh yeah. Also, I think by this point they made the boyfriend remove his shirt.
Well, this is where they make him remove the shirt, like right now.
Okay.
Shirt's
being removed.
Yeah, shirt's being removed like right now. Right.
Okay.
So then we're like, okay, and then all of a sudden the dad comes, or is it the girl that ends up drawing the line on his gut?
The brother.
Oh yeah, the brother.
Because I remember it was awkward as fuck. He's just kneeling down in front of him like he's about to.
That's right. Yeah.
Gag
That's
on this nigga's dick. Yeah.
The brother kneels down in front of him and then gets out like a little red marker and draws like lines on his gut going down. And then you realize what's about to happen. The dad then proceeds to take off his shirt or open up his shirt. The guy ends up stabbing himself with a knife, drives it up the line, opening up that incision. He's bleeding out.
Yep. Here comes Papa with a big hug.
And then Papa comes to give him a nice big sweet hug saying, "Welcome to the family." But in reality, he's passing on a parasitic kind of fucking creature thing from one wound to the other. They touch guts and fucking shit comes out and crawls out looking like a damn, like Society, like we said, like Society. If you've seen Society, you would know what we're talking about. If not, you need to go watch Society because it's fucking crazy.
He's on Tubi as well, or
that movie's fucking crazy. It's weird.
Yeah, and they proceed to have sexual intercourse.
It literally feels like Society because that's exactly what happens in Society.
Yeah, they all have sex,
like a family orgy, where you see the daughter like on the dad and the brother with the mom, and like it's a bunch of like things going on everywhere.
Yeah.
And then they sit down to have a nice meal. And then it ends.
Well, the boyfriend goes to the bathroom, and he's just staring himself in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
And then his eyeball, my bad. It pans into his eyeball, and you see the creature. I guess the tentacle moves around his eyeball, and it ends like that. So that was really well done. That was a German short film, and we're gonna move on.
That would be good as a whole movie.
Which I think one of them did turn into a full-length feature, but I can't remember. So then we move on to They Used to Laugh and Call Him Names by B.J. Colangelo and Zach Shikaka, Shield Watcher, or whatever.
I can't see it.
I can't say.
Which one? Oh, They Used to Laugh and Call Him Names by B.J. Colangelo and Zach Shalvakta. Which one was that one? Oh, was that the one outdoors? No.
Outdoors. We're outdoors, bro. What's gonna happen?
No. The one. No.
They used to laugh and call him names.
They should have written little notes to all of them.
No, we did know it at the time.
I know.
But it's been fucking days.
I'm thinking about the one that the kid went hunting.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Because it was Rudolph. You know how they made fun of Rudolph with his red nose? That's how yeah.
That's the one I was thinking. That's why I said hunting. So
Okay.
the dad's teaching a kid how to hunt, and they go out hunting. And they go in with a rifle, and you can see that they shot something, but you don't see what it is. They get close to it. And
Wait. Yeah, it moved. Yeah, there's a trail of blood. You did mention that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't.
Okay. But the creature's all like split open.
Yeah, it's split open. It's when they finally see it, it looks like it's dead. The dad thinks it's dead, so he gets real close to it, and he's like, "Hey, don't worry." He fucked up. It's not on anymore. You can't breathe out when you're doing it.
Proceed. Y'all see me fail in live. I don't care. I'm not a user smoker. Max, see? You're fucking with the Max, see?
Oh, Alex, we're still in the same basic location, just outdoors.
Cocker. How long is this movie?
Well, it's
2 hours
it's
and
an
20.
anthology of a bunch of movies, Alex. So you came in late, so it's 24 short films, fit into a 2 hour, 2 hour and 20 minutes. You almost got it. A little bit more. A little bit. Keep it closer. What are you? Bring it down. Almost.
I got it.
Uh,
It'll do. It's a cigar.
So the dad, turns to the boy and says, "Listen, it's fine. It's dead." And at that point, it comes back alive and kills the dad. The little girl starts running like crazy.
It's a boy, but it looks like a girl.
Merle says, "My boy don't light many cigars."
Oh, you fucking know it, don't. I don't care to
So
fucking
when you do
say
it, look. Okay.
Espérate.
There you go, like that. And get this match closer. There you go. There you go. I was going to tell you to kind of turn it around. Yeah. All right. Continuing. Reindeer comes alive, kills dad.
I ain't no Scarface.
Little boy starts running home. Mom's like, "What do you mean? What happened? Oh my God, we gotta go look for your dad." And then Reindeer comes, kills Mama too. And then, while being killed, it's like, "Run! Run!" Couldn't run far enough. Everyone died. Rudolph wins.
Yeah, the acting wasn't so bad compared to what's coming up next,
Yeah, the acting in the next one is terrible.
which is called 5 Deaths in Blood. In Blood Red, I'm sorry, by Amalia.
This one was almost very similar to Knives Out.
Is this like Persian or something? I don't know.
I don't know if it was Persian. I don't remember. But it was very much like Knives Out. Right? The
Yeah,
concept of like the rich mother
Trying to get the will, the kids.
and all the kids are trying to get the will. There's one like obnoxious rich kid saying, "Oh mother, how could you allow them to be in your presence? They're late as always." But like that really terrible.
That was fucking beautiful.
Terrible acting, yeah.
Like, bro, you're still fucking Merle. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck cigars. You need a blunt.
Alex.
I rarely smoke. But
Yeah.
Ellie, I don't want to say personal, but yeah, I know. I knew you could do it. Thank you, Andrew.
I'm sorry, but this cigar right now is really fucking good.
Oh,
But
so
yeah, it was kind of like Knives Out.
You had a blind sister, daughter, with
No.
her boyfriend.
Blind.
How can I get to that point, boy?
Blind.
You had I guess you could say, that annoying son that thought he was the best and he deserved the money.
The drunk son.
And then you had the drunk son, yeah. He was just a regular, I guess you could say, son.
It literally felt like Knives Out. Like it was fully Knives Out. And
Terrible act. This is just
Yeah,
the worst.
it was acted terribly all
It
around.
could have been executed super.
The thought was
Different.
great. The thought was great. And then it turns out that the blind daughter wasn't really blind, and she was the one killing everyone, dressed like the mom.
Dressed like the mom, yeah.
That's what it was.
Beheads them, puts them in the
Gifts.
in the gift
Gift
box
box.
under the Christmas tree. Nothing too special.
Yeah.
We got next Kill Santa by Sadrak Gonzalez Perellon. Kill
Oh,
Santa.
this is the one with the little girl. They're standing
Oh,
in the. And this
a
one was.
story, yeah.
This one was for a short thing with no explanation, no details at all. This was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
You had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it starts out with the little girl just staring
at the warehouse tools, like, or not the warehouse, just tools, the tool section in a store.
Yeah.
It was like a giant mall, like almost like a Walmart kind of store type thing, or shopping mall style.
Salud, bro.
I need
Salud. We're all done here.
But she's looking at the tools or whatever, and the mom comes saying like, "Okay, we gotta go," and the daughter's like, "No, we gotta do this now." And the mom's like, "What do you want to do?"
But then it fucks with us because it switches to the shot of the mom, and we're like, oh, this is her grown up, but no,
That was later.
that was
I think.
later, a few minutes later.
Yeah.
Of course, all these few minutes later.
The mom gets real close and is like, "What do you want to do?" And the little girl, I loved it when she said it. She goes, "Matar ese hijo de puta."
Yeah, so it's a Spanish film. So basically, kill that bastard, kill that son of a bitch. Yeah.
It was great. It was really well done.
So basically, it was.
No, Alex, this is 2019. It's an anthology, man. It's like a bunch of little short films.
Cheers, Alex. Enjoy your Bud Light. There's a lot of big dick energy here with the outside cigars and
And
what?
drinks. Drinks. You meant drinks.
And Franks.
Well, you meant drinks.
Enjoy your Franks.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's a little combination of Funk Nations,
Yeah.
funky drinks.
Funky drinks. Franks.
So yeah, the girl's out to kill this Santa or this person.
Well, we didn't know it was the Santa.
Oh, okay.
Remember, at this point, we still don't know.
It was the dad.
Well, that's what we're thinking, right? Because they never got details.
Because they said something. The mom goes, "Oh, I've been where you were at," or something, or oh no, the little girl says, "I love Dad more than you loved him." And
Yeah.
then I forgot what.
That's the only reference we got to what it could be, right? And it seems like it was like an abusive situation type of thing, and
True.
and the little girl starts walking up to a Santa Claus randomly.
Wait, she picks up a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
She walks up to the Santa Claus, and she's holding an axe, like a little baby axe.
To us, but to her, it was,
Yeah, it was a perfect kid size axe. If a kid wants to go on a murdering rampage, it was the perfect size axe.
What'd you say?
I mean,
Hey, kids.
don't go doing murderous rampages. We're not encouraging that. I'm just saying.
Hey, kids, do you like violence? yeah. Eminem, the song.
The girl pulls the axe out to go ahead and try and kill the Santa. Santa real quickly snatches that axe away. Then Mama comes from behind out of nowhere, the fucking machete, slices the dude's head off.
Just clean slice, just. It was nice CGI. It was nice CGI.
All he sees the head just plop.
Oh, and the guy in the back.
I was gonna say the best
Yeah.
thing was just the guy in the back. He looks, he's like, "Oh fuck this!" He just goes
just
away.
walks away.
He literally disappears. He vanishes. But it was really well done, really well executed. It was really fun.
So next we got Bad Santa by Julian Richards, a.k.a.
that's it.
Krampus.
That's the Krampus one. This was funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucked up but funny. But it's almost like Boy Who Cried Wolf type of scenario.
Yeah,
Right?
so the little it was a family of four, of course, mom, dad, son, daughter, and the kid was what you could say like a little brat.
Yeah.
And basically the family wanted to teach him a lesson. Of course, we don't know this by now. We don't know this yet.
I mean, we didn't know how much of a brat he was. They didn't go into details in that. We just assumed that's what it was because the dad starts telling him the story of Krampus.
Yes.
And he starts telling him Krampus is the sister was the one who brought it up. Like, she goes, "Oh, no, I mean, Santa's the one who brings us gifts." And then the dad brings him Krampus and then points it out and makes it like direct eye contact with the boy. And says Krampus, takes kids away and kills them and all that shit.
Yeah, like our family talked to
Merle
us
said
about.
big dick energy. I guess I'm out.
Nah, stay, bro. Shrimp Dick is coming up next.
Dude, Alex, it's really interesting, man. It's on Tubi, Peacock, Vudu, and
Amazon Prime on Voodoo, yes. So basically, it's like little folklore tales our family tells us to behave well, like us, La Llorona, some of us, El Cucuy, all that shit. So the kid he ties a string to his toe, a little defense mechanism or something.
No, he tied the string to his toe, but it was linked to the door. So basically, to wake him up if somebody opens the door.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden we see the dad is walking up the stairs.
Let it burn. Oh no! He prepares himself in front of the mom.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna skip all that.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't necessary. He's walking up the stairs, dressed all in green makeup, but as a Santa Claus. But instead of instead of a Santa bag, he's carrying like a sack, like the sack that Krampus usually carries, and
potato sack maybe.
Yeah, potato sack style, and well, they're blowing up fireworks over here, and then somebody was trying to be cool with somebody was trying to use their big dick energy over there.
Talia, man.
Right? But the dad is carrying like a fake.
Oh, Alex! Look what he said. Is that Spider-Man in the tree?
Oh, Alex is the winner.
Ding, 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 ding. He noticed the Spider-Man. Well, he mentioned the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, Alex, you got a surprise coming to you. You are the winner for tonight.
Yeah, we'll let you know what the surprise is, but you are the winner for pointing that out. So the dad climbs up the staircase, goes into the kid's room, and the kid starts freaking out in a way, right? Like silent freaking out, but freaking out.
Yeah, that's carrying this fake big ass meat cleaver.
Yeah, and the little sister comes out of nowhere with a fucking kitchen knife, like a steak knife, and starts stabbing the crap out of the dad, or out of the Santa, right, the Krampus. So at this point, we're thinking, oh, she probably thinks it's Krampus too. She's stabbing the living shit out of the guy. Like, she was that girl had some issues. She had some anger in her for years.
Elementary was rough to her.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but she had a bad day. And then
the kid covers himself.
The kid covers himself, and then when he wakes up, there's a gift next to his bed.
No blood, nothing.
Everything is clean. Mm-hmm. He goes downstairs. The whole family is there, and he thinks, oh, I guess it was just a fucking dream. And then he opens his next gift. When he opens the box, it's the fake meat cleaver. And then they just laugh. And it ends.
It was a little fun one.
So it was interesting. It was well done. It was interesting how they did it. But, yeah, the ending was kind of, disappointing to me.
Yeah, because the way it led up, it was amazing. Like, oh, shit, she just killed her fucking father. What's going to happen or whatnot? But then, yeah. So then we got Santa's Coming by Lee Sang-woo. This is the...
this one's freaky.
The setup, I loved it.
Yeah, this one was freaky.
So basically, it just starts with a dad just drinking some beers, watching a horror movie.
Yeah.
He has a bunch of collections in the back, so, we related. So it was awesome from the start.
Yeah, you could tell he's a big horror fan. Because everything was horror related. They had a Jason mask, all this stuff, all this decor all over the place.
Yeah, he's watching his movie loud as fuck. A woman is screaming on the TV, drinking his beers.
I can't even see it in the picture.
There we are. And then it slowly starts going into the daughter's room.
Yeah.
And so it's an Asian family. Daughter's brushing her doll's hair. And then what the fuck happens?
Merle said he's going to watch this instead of Venom Carnage.
He's fucking with me. Because I wanted him telling me how Venom versus Carnage is. And he's
Man,
like,
I'm gonna watch it.
and he's like, I'm gonna put it on the tray, on the Blu-ray tray or whatever, and not play.
There's a problem doing things outdoors.
Little golf clap for that little girl.
Nobody's civilized anymore.
It's like, let me show off to another guy.
Fucking dicks.
See how loud I roar.
Don't you know how to be civilized, you piece of fucking shit?
Sorry, man. But yeah, so the little girl's brushing the doll's hair.
Being a hypocrite.
Yeah. And then what happens when she's brushing her hair?
I mean, the weird thing is how she's like fucking treating all her dolls. Like she's doing the dolls, she's brushing the doll's hair, and all of a sudden she's like, fuck this, and starts cutting the doll's hair off.
Oh yeah,
like crazy.
it's just like a tantrum or something.
And then
just
the dad comes in saying like, what are you doing to your doll? And they have like a little back and forth. She fucking attacks the dad, bites him, and then everything's just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, he's just like, oh, whatever. She starts screaming like
and she said
like bloody murder.
Said the doll cut her, or the doll hit her, or something like that. The dad opens the door, and he just sees the doll.
No, she blamed it on a name.
Okay.
She didn't specify if it was that doll or what.
That was that doll.
But she blamed it on something else, right? And then all of a sudden she gets like a gift, right? And it's this big fucking box.
Are we gonna talk about the mask?
Oh yeah, right before that, right?
Yeah.
She's like, she starts like slicing up in a room. You don't know what the fuck she's killing, right? Because you never really see it. It looks like it's just a doll.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of blood. Dude, is that guy just going around in fucking circles? Bro. That guy has no fucking life.
I'm on Rams Live. But yeah, she starts screaming. The dad comes in and sees the doll's bloodied up. And then the girl starts walking. You see like her toes, and it pans up, and she's wearing a Jason mask. And it's so out of place. I think, to me at least, it was nice, you know, homage to Jason and Friday the 13th, but it was just so out of place. You know, this little girl is probably like what, no older than what, 6 years old or so.
You're really young.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't place it, but anywhere between 6 to 9.
The mask is like onto her chest. It's huge as fuck. Anyways,
Yeah.
Then it's where Randall was
Perfect,
saying. Where Randall, what he said?
Do I live by Vin Diesel? It's a possibility.
Yeah,
Because
bro.
it's all about family.
Yours a 10-second car.
It's all about family.
I'm in your face.
Say
the box, yeah.
I mean, dude, no, Alex, he literally drove by the front of my fucking house, drove back out, and now he's like over there, and then he went back down this way. So he's going around in circles, not doing donuts, but he's going around in circles around the block.
I need attention.
Yeah. Maybe he got a new car for Christmas, and he's like, "Look, Daddy, I have no dick." So we see the Jason mask, and we're like, "Holy fucking shit!" And then that's when she does the blame thing, and she says it was so and so, whatever. It was her fault. Next thing you know, she's getting a fucking big ass box as a gift after she's bit him, after she's like fucking bloody murdered something. And when she opens the box, it's an exact replica girl of her, like human.
Obviously, it was like her twin, but
yeah, she
in the
takes
movie,
it out.
yeah,
Yeah. She takes it out. She starts brushing the hair on it, and it has its eyes open, and it's blinking like a regular person. And all of a sudden, she's like going around with it like a fucking doll, and taking pictures with it. But they're twin pictures, like the fucking Grady twins style. Like it's just that. And it's really fucking freaky.
And then what's weird is what she tells her. I like
yeah,
you.
she says something like I like you like this when you're silent.
Because when you were a doll, you were talking too much or something.
Yeah, it was weird, man.
That's
There was like no background information to that enough, but it was weird. It was almost like they placed the soul into a fucking vessel or some shit. It was weird.
Yeah. Then
I live my life quarter mile at a time.
That sounds like a fucking Ford pickup truck or like line.
No.
And then we got next up we
Probably
got
is.
we got the 14th.
Ford. I live my life one day at a time. 1/4 mile at a time.
We got the 14th short film called A Christmas Miracle by Vivian Vaughn. The baby.
Oh, this one was fucked up.
This is one of my other favorite.
So this one's heavy. This one's heavy because this is about a mom mourning the death of her child. And when she goes, she all of a sudden gets the urge to go to the grave. And while
The
she's
scene
at
of death, I guess the grave. Yeah, it's weird. It was like a little incline with a tree and like the
the
tombstone was weird.
location of the tombstone was weird, but like the way I saw it was like, okay, this is probably like some area and like some backwoods kind of shit, and you know they just bury it on their own property. And sometimes you just have hilly areas. That's probably what happened.
And no, I
That
guess,
was my only assumption.
No, and I guess too it was a
But it worked for the scenery of everything.
yeah,
else.
it was a newborn grave, so yeah, of course,
Small.
yeah, like
It's
Merle.
fucked up. Nice. While she's at the grave, she starts hearing like fucking moving around, and all of a sudden somebody starts talking to her, and basically saying like, "What would you do? Like, you know, what would you give to get your baby back?" And she goes, "Anything, basically."
What would
And
you
then
do for a Klondike bar?
And she tells her, "Okay, dig." Just tells her to fucking dig. And she's like, "What do you mean? Like, this it's dead." I was like, dig. She starts digging, digs out the fucking coffin, and when she digs out the coffin, you hear crying. And you're like, holy shit. The fuck kind of witchery is this shit?
Yeah, she has a little moment with the baby.
Yeah, takes out the baby, and all of a sudden, it kind of just like flashes into this moment where all of a sudden, the lady's just hugging the coffin. But the baby's not in the coffin. The baby is now in the arms
The witch
of
or
the
whatever,
witch lady or whatever the fuck she was.
And now the mom is fucking pale as fuck.
And it was
A life for a life.
Yep. Merle says he'd do a lot for a Klondike bar.
I do a lot for Klondike.
That was another guy. It wasn't the same car.
Oh yeah.
But it was somebody trying to use their no dick policy. And then what was next?
Oh, this is the Italian one. The Cannibal Holocaust director.
Oh yeah, this is by Ruggero Deodato, which fellow friends like Angel Funknatius would know as the man behind Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust is fucking crazy. If you have not seen Cannibal Holocaust, I was gonna say Hannibal.
You haven't seen Hannibal Birds? Check out the Andre. Was it a fucking Andre show? Whatever.
Hello, Clarice. If you haven't seen Cannibal Holocaust, you need to see Cannibal Holocaust. But be prepared. It's a rough watch.
It's a doozy. No, that's not
It's a rough watch. But this one was called Lost Cottage in the Countryside. It had a different name in Italian. Casetta Sperduta in Camagna.
So it just starts levitating.
I think. I don't know how to pronounce the last word. What was the basis on this one? I forgot what the basis was.
The Lost Cottage.
I'm trying to remember.
Bro, we had this.
Oh! This is the practical joke. The family, that the aunt comes over to visit the family, and she knocks on the door, and the mom's like throwing the Christmas ornaments on the fucking floor, throwing a fucking frenzy, going crazy, and Asha and the sister's like holding gifts. She's like, "Where are the kids? I have gifts for the kids." Like, they're fucking upstairs.
Oh yeah.
And when she goes upstairs, she opens one door and sees the husband dead.
Yeah, he's on his desk with a Santa
which
outfit.
I guess is supposed to be her brother.
Yeah.
Oh no, her brother-in-law, because she said my sister's always.
Oh, true.
Yeah, her brother-in-law dead on his desk or some shit like that.
Then she rushes to find
and then
the
she
kids.
goes, she goes, "Oh my god, the kids!" She runs to the kids' rooms. Both of the kids dead.
Yeah, in the bed.
They go down to the mom that's at the ornaments tree, and she's like fucking laughing her ass off like a psycho. And you're like, holy shit, she murdered everybody.
Yeah, and the mom is like, "Oh, did you find them?" And then
and she's like, yeah. And she starts like walking outside, and then all of a sudden you see the kids get up, the guy get up, and they run out and they run downstairs, and they open the door to say, "Ha, we got you," to the aunt hanging herself
with the Christmas lights.
With the Christmas lights.
And you're like, holy shit, this is a prank gone wrong.
Absolutely a prank gone wrong.
And then the sister goes,
my sister, always looking for attention.
Yo, that's even more fucked up.
And then the kid goes, but she's dead.
Yeah.
And the sister just goes, kind of like a shrug, like, ah.
Yeah, the dad and the two kids are fucking scared as fuck. And the mom is just like, she does this. So that was a little short, funny one.
Yeah, that was good.
And we got here number 16, Milk and Cookies by Sam Weinman.
This one was good too.
Oh, this one actually had a little scare jump that got me.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. That was a good scene though. So I know people have heard of this, and it's happened in actual homes.
Oh, true.
And I'll lead up to why I'm saying that, but it's actually happened to people in their homes. It's an abusive father with a kid, and the mom's no longer there. The guy's sister is there. They come in to visit the kid or whatever, and she's like telling him, like, I'm trying to get you out of this house or whatever. I'm summarizing. I don't want to,
Oh yeah, give it little key points.
Yeah,
But this one's
just
actually
summarizing
good. We want you to watch this one for sure.
Yeah. So, the kid starts writing letters to Santa, and it seems like every time he writes a letter to Santa, the wish comes true. So he,
of course, and he leaves milk and cookies beforehand.
Yeah, he's always leaving milk and cookies. The first wish was for
his toy. He had a toy horse.
For his toy to be fixed.
Because the dad was abusive, broke his toy.
And it's it was a little horse, like a little pink horsey, right? And the dad was saying, like, that's for girls.
Yeah, man up or whatnot.
Yeah, like, man up. You're a boy. You need to be a man. And, broke the horse. And then the horse got repaired. All of a sudden, it was glued up and fixed. And the dad's like, did you do this? Where'd you find the glue gun? How'd you do this?
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't do it. Santa did it. Yeah. And he threw it in the garbage. Next, the dad drags the kid to the room, locks him in his room.
Oh, yeah.
So the kid starts wishing, like, I wish my door would never lock. He removes the lock from the door.
The handle, everything. So
it's gone. And the dad's like, what the fuck? How'd you do this?
And the next scene was fucking...
the kid back intense. In his room.
It didn't show it, but you could tell. You could picture.
He had a black eye in his face, so obviously abusive dad. And you can only at this point kind of assume what the next wish would be.
Retaliation.
Vengeance of sorts. And then this is where we get... Should we spoil it?
Nah. But basically, the kid wishes something bad to happen to the father.
I mean, I think that they get that at this point.
But...
the way it happens.
Oh, you did say because, you
I was going to point that out because it's actually happened in real life. I mean, we spoiled all of them.
Fuck it, why not? They already want to see it, so...
Yeah, they're already going to see it. So, you too, Alex. Happy New Year's, bro.
Happy New Year's, Alex, man.
So, one thing that's happened in a lot of cities and a lot of places that have crawl spaces or attics that they don't pay attention to, or sometimes it's just a crawl space that's hidden, and they don't know was there, is that you might have a squatter.
Squatter, there you go.
That somehow finds his way to be in there, and usually it happens that they got in there before you moved in, and they just never left. And this is where the point where he puts that last wish in, puts out the milk and cookies, then all of a sudden you see like a little...
hatch or maybe...
A little hatch just open up. A guy like steps out of it in boots. So you think, oh, it's probably Santa. We're going to have a killer Santa. And he picks up the note. He reads the note. And that's when they kind of like glance at him. And it's like this dude with like a fucking skull cap.
Yeah,
like,
homeless type. Not homeless, but
Yeah. Enough where it's like close enough where you know that he's a squatter.
And he goes to the kitchen, gets the nice old kitchen knife. And then it pans to the father's room.
And then we don't have to spoil how it happens. Just know, vengeance comes for the kid.
And then at the end, the aunt, the sister, it's like, oh, I'm never going to leave you. You're going to live with me. And then at this point, we're like, is Santa going to come with him? Or that's the end of it. So, nice little cliffhanger there. So, next we got number 17, Pig, by Andreas Marshall. This is another one you ladies might love. So this is a topic about rape. or you want to call it grape, if you don't want to say the actual word, which I said it. It starts off in a nightclub. They just show this random guy, bald, he looks kind of intimidating. He's talking to a female. I guess she rejects him. And doesn't he bump into another guy, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it was a club scene.
Mm-hmm.
He's going through the club. Starts trying to dance with the girl. Girl kind of rejects him. Then he just goes to a fucking bar. When he's at the bar, he bumps into the guy.
Some other guy, yeah.
They just have like some like little, fuck you. And then he grabs the jacket and starts walking away. And you actually guessed this.
But this is the thing, because why the hell would you pan it onto a jacket for more than that second? So they just pan into this jacket for like 5 seconds, but there's 2 jackets, and he just picks up the one on top, and I'm like, that's the wrong fucking jacket. I just had that feeling. And does he wear the jacket or just walks off?
He walks off with it, but he has it like over his shoulder.
And there's a P, right, on it?
There's a P on it.
A P in white or glitter or something like that. It stands out, of course.
And then they kind of like glance to this into like this women empowerment point, where it's like all these girls teaching themselves self-defense, all this kind of shit,
screaming at each other,
like
interrogation rooms. You could tell they're trying to.
And then you kind of get a glimpse of each of them, in their moments when they get raped, and you see like it's cut off, like you just see from like the gut up, but you know what's happening basically.
And they're trying to not relive their trauma, but get.
I think that part was us seeing it happening.
Okay.
And then it goes to them getting revenge.
Before that, it shows the few minutes that happened before the club scene is of them getting the people getting inside the club, and you just see a guy with a black jacket with the P on it, and so they target this guy.
Well, I was gonna get to that.
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna get to that because they show the whole them doing the hero self-defense thing, and then she shows them like what you're gonna do is this.
Yeah.
On her hand, they put like powder, and she goes, "You're gonna tag them." And then that's when the guy's like in the club, and all of a sudden you see the P, and then you kind of get the idea like what they did was that they landed the palm print. It had like I guess glue with like glitter or some shit like that. And when they slapped the palm on the bed, left the perfect P on the shoulder.
Yeah, branding him to notify this is
to let people know whoever's wearing this jacket, this is the pig. Then they cut back to the bald guy walking towards like I guess outside, exiting the bar or whatever, the club, and they get stopped by a girl who ends up like fucking kissing him and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, distracting him in a way, and then that's when you see all the women come gather around him, and then not yet
bites the tongue first.
Oh yeah, so they're kissing, and then she bites his tongue.
Does she rip it? He freaks out. Yeah, she bites. She bites.
She bit it off or no?
Yeah, she bit and then she pulled, and he had a tongue ring.
Ooh, yeah.
So she yanked the tongue ring, and he had a split tongue. Then at that point is when they all the girls hover and they start like saying, "Oh, our friend is drunk." Oh, they inject them.
Yeah.
With the drug, and they're like, "Oh, our friend is drunk. Don't worry." They pull him away. They take him to a secluded area.
And I love this scene just because of the mask. They put, would you say like a dominatrix type mask?
Yeah, the dominatrix mask.
But it's a pig. It's beautifully made, and I want that shit.
Yeah, it's really well done. Like all black leather, but in the shape of a pig face.
Yeah. They tie him up and whatnot.
They start beating the fuck out of him.
And they go back and forth with their self-defense, kicking like a dummy.
Yeah.
To kicking the actual guy.
Drive the heel into like she has.
Oh yeah.
Her heel turns into a knife, like on their shoe. So she like takes off the heel. She stabs him with the fucking thing. They break bones. Like they go fucking heavy on him.
And then they bring the girl that got raped by
this pig.
Apparently this pig.
Right. And then they take off the pig mask.
Yeah, take off the pig mask.
So she can do it looking at the face of the person who raped her. And then she says, "That's not the one. Yep. He's not the right one." And then the leader of the pack, right?
She gets like this
homemade. The girl already had it in her hand.
It was a homemade blade, knife or blade, but made out of measuring tape. It was pretty creative.
Because they hit it as a belt buckle.
Oh shit, sure, yeah.
They hit it as a belt
creative,
buckle.
like I said, yeah.
It was really creative. It was really well done. So they take out the thing, and then she gives the girl the thing and the tape measure, stabs the guy a bunch of times, and ends up killing him.
Yeah, because then no witnesses, but the last stab was fucking brutal. Actually made me like cringe.
Right up
the nostril.
Right up the nostril, up to the head. And then the last word is they're all pigs or something like that, right?
Oh man, or shit.
No, none of them are the wrong one or something. Like that.
Something like that.
None of them are the wrong one. Some shit, which not fucking.
Hey, true.
That's kind of fucked up.
But yeah,
it's very bleak imagery that just every man is out to grape. So
that's that. That was a good one.
It's like saying like every woman is going out for fucking digging the money.
Oh yeah,
false.
Just fucking Kanye West comes to mind. The song. Next we got number 18. Lucky McKee offers. I guess Lucky McKee was the director. It's called They Once Had Horses. This is the Western one.
Yeah, this one was really good too.
I wish
they just never. Yeah, the disappointing thing about this one is they never showed the monster.
And I wish this one was like I could see more of what
this one would be good as a full length.
Mm-hmm.
This one was good. It would be good as a full length because they were obviously being chased by something. Who would have thought the grapist from Whitest Kids, would get his own movie? Nice, nice.
These two westerns already I guess you could say mid battle.
Yeah, they've already gone through shit. And they're just like laying around the fire.
One's wounded on the side. One has a broken ankle or leg.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's literally Christmas, right? And he goes Merry Christmas or whatever. Gives the guy a gift.
Yeah.
Right. And then they start like kind of talking or whatever. And he's like saying, we should be okay. I mean, and all he says is, he ate our horses. He should be full. He should be okay.
Yeah, are you here basically in the background or like distance, like running, growls here and there.
Yeah, occasional growls. And then the guy pulls out the gift, opens it up, and it's a harmonica. Mm-hmm. He starts playing the harmonica a little bit, and then they hear some coyotes.
What was funny was like the guy that gave the gift, the friend that gave the gift to him, he's like, "Oh, don't look at me while I'm playing, or I can't play while you're looking at me." So it was pretty funny. Yeah. Considering the situation that they were in. So the guy turns around and just starts hearing him play the harmonica. And that's when you said the coyotes.
You hear some coyotes and you hear some running around or whatever. And then they're like, "Oh, we can handle coyotes." Mm. And then all of a sudden you hear the coyotes die. Mm. And you're realizing, oh, okay. And he was like, "Oh, well, play something Christmassy."
Yeah.
He starts playing something Christmassy.
Because I think that right there and then they accepted their deaths, right?
Yeah, they were like, the guy's already on, we're probably going to die out here. And the other guy's like, I'm not ready to die. Mm-hmm. It was like, well, at least we got a Christmas out of it. And that was it. And then they start like singing, he starts singing a fucking song. And you start seeing a POV of something creeping up behind the guy with a harmonica.
And then the camera just pans up.
And you hear the screaming.
You hear, yeah.
That one I think would be good as a full length. Depending on if they know what the monster would look like,
Yeah.
Or whatever the monster is, because they didn't detail anything about it.
Nope.
Like, there was no idea of what it was.
Next, we got number 19, December the 19th. Funny, I just see the number 19, December the 19th.
Yeah.
By Milan Todorovic.
Todorovic. So, if anybody watched The Walking Dead...
Oh, shit. Yeah.
The director... A lot of people labeled them as this, because they lived in the dumpster sites. So they called them the garbage people. But the lady, the leader of like the garbage people, she's the one who directed this one. So I'm trying to remember.
The kids. The Jewish kids?
Oh, this one, this one was really good. So this one was two Jewish kids that got a house party or something like that, and then they needed to follow the ritual of being home before a certain time. I think it was before midnight, right? Or before 11 or some shit like that. Before a certain time, they needed to be inside the house. And the folklore legend would be is if we're still outside, you're going to die.
Yeah, the creature's gonna come for you.
Yeah. And the boy, one of the boys, runs up through the house party. He finds a girl who's making out with some other kid, and he grabs the girl and says, "We gotta fucking go."
Of course, the girl's mad that he fucked up the moment.
But he reminds her like, "Listen, we need to get fucking home like now." We realize they're brother and sister at this point. And then they start leaving the party, and
that's when they meet up the friend, the third one.
I think he has to be related because he was part of it.
Possibly, probably.
I don't know if he was a cousin or some shit like that, but I'm thinking he was also Jewish. Yeah, because he had the yarmulke.
Okay, so they're on their bikes.
Yeah,
and they start hearing noises.
Yeah,
and then of course
the
siblings are up front, and then the third kid is kind of in the back.
And he goes, "What was that?"
Yeah, he stops like an idiot. What was that? Also, you see something running towards him, and you see a bunch of fucking teeth.
We see a POV first.
Oh yeah, true.
From the creature's side, right? You see a POV, and then they glance a little bit, and all you see is teeth, and it tackles the kid in the back. Kid in the back is screaming. The two kids in the front are like, "Fuck this!"
Run, yeah.
And they just keep going. Which was like, damn, they didn't even wait to like check if the kid survives or try and help out the situation. They just immediately keep running home.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a struggle because since there's like a little bit of humidity, the fucking little box is like,
oh shit,
yeah,
I was upside down. The brother actually had a basket, and on the basket was the candles. Because they needed 9 candles or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was a whole entire thing.
No.
See what I mean? There you go.
I learned.
Nurse the fire. No, cover it. There you go. Oh, you blew it out.
Take number 34.
Let me go get a lighter.
But yeah, so this time it's the two brothers, or the brother and the sister, just pedaling to get home. You have it there? Hey, bro, it's only been one beer, man. So they're struggling. They're pedaling to get home, and the sister's like, "Oh, we have a shortcut." They leave their bikes. They go through the chain link fence, and they just start running home. The brother, he trips, I guess, a good 5 feet from the driveway, and he's like, "Oh, run! Get inside!" So he gets up, he runs, and then he gets attacked by the monster, but he only falls. I guess it tackles him maybe, but doesn't hurt him. And then he's just hovering above him, and that's when the sister comes with the candle holder and just fucking demolishes this monster over the head. If you've seen the movies Feast, right? That's a resemblance.
Yeah.
Feast.
Yeah, very much like Feast.
Or maybe from Resident Evil, oh my god, those fucking creatures. Give it, a little bit, right? The crawlers, or what the fuck are they called?
I mean, almost like a crawler.
Just massive teeth.
I mean, it looked like a troll, really. Like it was like a troll with a bunch of fucking extra teeth.
I mean, so when the sister kills it, it's like twitching. You can only see like the big old hands.
You can see the head, from here, and then the teeth, like up here, like excessive teeth.
No, right. So and also too it bleeds blue.
Yeah, so like every time she was hitting it with the candles, it's just like blue stuff flying everywhere. And then they get inside the house, they close the door, and that was it. It ended. We never got a full frontal view of the monster itself. All we saw was the teeth.
What we did at the end,
I was gonna,
Oh, see, I'm always fucking ahead of you.
But at this point in the film, we didn't see anything. But yeah, like Mac was saying, in the end credits, they start showing glimpses of the footage of them working on the movie for each one that we've mentioned, and for this one, they showed what the monster really looked like. It was basically like a fucking puppet, like a little hand puppet, basically that they used, and you can see that if they had money to back it, they could make a pretty creative monster out of that. It was really good. It was really well done for no budget type of thing. The kids were great. Everything was great when it came to that one. But it was good that they included, Jewish tradition into it too, right? Like, I don't know if that's a real Jewish tradition because I don't know enough about Jewish traditions or anything like that for that. But if that's actual folklore, We didn't really look into it more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was an
another
interesting
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 20 is called "Getting Away from It All" by Poliana, Macintosh.
Oh, this one was crazy.
This one reminded me of Misery,
This was fucked up.
the Stephen King book.
Yeah. This is very much like Misery. So this is just a guy trying to get the fuck away, and
From Christmas.
apparently he hates Christmas because
he goes into like a cabin or like this.
well, he goes up to the door. He's about to open the door, and the first thing he does is take off the Christmas wreath at the
wreath.
front door.
Yeah, he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn.
Sighs
dude.
at it,
Yeah.
opens the door, throws it in a fucking room. Then he takes off his shoes, and there's a pair of like fake Santa Christmas boots right by the door, and he grabs that and he throws it in the room too. Then he thinks he hears something, and he like looks to the door. He's like, "Hello, anybody there?" And he starts walking around the house. Nothing's there, whatever. And then he starts going upstairs, right? And then all of a sudden there's knocking at the door.
Wait, he goes upstairs. There's a Christmas tree with one present.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm here like, fuck, if they do some type of like Hellraiser pinhead, because the box looked like, a little square cube.
Yeah,
So-
full on Grinch or full on Scrooge.
And the little tag you noticed that said "Don't open up before Christmas," was it?
Don't open until Christmas.
Until Christmas.
Yeah,
And the asshole that he is, he opens it up. What the fuck was it?
it was
Socks.
Socks, yeah, a pair of socks.
And he got cut somehow on his foot because he wraps it up, and that's when he hears the knocking. And
because he threw down the ornaments from the tree because he took down the tree.
true. That's how you
So
got-
there was an ornament, and he stepped on it, cut his foot, takes out the little piece. Really well done.
Yeah.
Like prosthetic wise.
Okay.
Looked really well, the cut, everything. Like it looked legit. Yeah, the knock on the door, he walks to the door,
It's carolers.
and yeah,
Carolers?
he looks to the people and it's carolers. He's like, fuck. And he opens the door and he goes, hey, yeah, can you like not, I don't really do Christmas.
While holding the gift. And he was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. And all of a sudden the characters start like coming in on him. Like they start walking into the house.
While
and
still
it's like,
singing, smiling, and shit.
And this is where it was fucking really well done. What they did here was fucking great. So they push him into the fucking house. He's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? All of a sudden, from everywhere in the house, people start coming out.
Yeah.
Even,
under the bed.
Even the bed.
There's two people under the
You see
bed.
the bed. And they pull out, like, perfectly, and they fucking come out.
While
and
singing,
while
smiling.
Yeah.
On, like, Christmas gear Santa had. Everything, man.
Fucking weird, man.
And start tying this motherfucker to the bed. And he's like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's not defending himself, but maybe, I don't know, maybe they're too strong for him. And the singing does not stop, and they're just in front of him singing.
Yep.
And one of them pulls out what?
A saw.
A saw, yeah.
A saw, and you're like, holy fuck, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And you remember that gift. Pair of socks. They put the socks on him. And then proceed to chop off that fucking foot.
But the thing is, while they're doing that, they're panning close-up shots of them singing, just smiling, not losing eye contact with him, and just fucking sawing one of his legs off. And he's fucking
And
screaming.
the girl that's sawing, creepiest of all, because she is literally just sawing. And
She
she's
doesn't
just,
look down, nothing. She's just like
No,
staring
and
at him.
blood like going into her fucking face, and she's just like, nope, I'm not budging, motherfucker. I'm gonna keep smiling away. That's right, we're chopping your fucking leg off.
You just hear the saw cutting through the skin, the
And then
flesh,
at the end
bone.
of it, they lift up the foot, and they're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, we got the foot. Really, really fucking good. And then it kind of just ends there.
And they got number 21, Family Feast by Remy. Frechette? I think it's 21.
Remy Frechette.
Family Feast. Why can't I remember that right now?
That was one of the last ones, too.
Well, we think, hope you guys are having a good night. Because- What's up?
And I'm thinking Hellraiser shit with his present. When you said that Mac is laughing, he's dead.
Of course, man. Family Feast. What the fuck was Family Feast?
Is that the... Oh! Oh no, I'm thinking about Cracker. It's not that one. Which one was Family Feast?
What you call me, boy? Well, we hit a blank.
For the first time.
For the first time. Let me see. Do we have anything up here that resembles Family Feast?
Oh, that's the girl that's drinking the punch.
Oh, the
This one was
hallucination,
really good.
man. Oh,
This one was really good.
the uncle. Oh, yeah.
This one was really good. So it's a girl who's obviously stressed with life, and
Yeah.
she doesn't want to be at this family get together.
Yes, bunch of family members.
Everyone's coming up to her, talking to her like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty, and you're letting yourself go. Oh my God, like your life is terrible." Like they're making her feel like shit, right?
The whole
And
time she's
everyone,
drinking wine, I think.
She's drinking punch, like the punch bowl.
Oh, the punch. Jim Jones. That's what I said. The Jim Jones juice.
It's just that's right. So she's just drinking drink out of the punch bowl, and every time she's walking around, she's seeing all the family, but everything little by little, every single time is weirder or creepy. Like the uncle is like saying, "Hey, why don't you come here and sit on my lap real quick?" And
Yeah, it
she
was
walks away like, no, not again.
It was like evil versions of each family member, I guess you could say.
But it started progressing. Like first
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad, and then all of a sudden it got weird, and she started freaking
Give
out.
me this fucking-
Oh,
Oh, shit. I
that was
don't
the
know.
point.
Where was it?
It was right there. It was like I
Underneath
had
it?
got, I had gotten it to land perfectly in place. You're not gonna get. Yeah, it's gonna.
In the top, in the middle.
Not really. Fine.
Is it? I don't know.
So every time it starts getting weirder, and the rooms start getting red, and everything
Yeah,
starts getting a
purple.
little bit
Yeah,
more
like
evil.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like the Uncle Santa walks into the like she drinks more punch, and all of a sudden the Uncle Santa looks like fucking like Death Santa, like
They
he's
added
all
some of these
black faced.
They added these prosthetics of him like look.
Yeah, like
evil
like,
as
like
fuck.
yeah, like a zombie Santa, but looking super fucking demonic. It was really well fucking done.
It was
My
trippy
appearance
as
was
fuck.
fuck great.
I wish I was on some fucking.
Yeah, and the girl
Acid
like
or
walks
something.
into the kitchen and he has that face. So she freaks out. She grabs a fucking knife from the damn kitchen, starts stabbing the fuck out of him, and then all of a sudden we glance out and it's everything normal.
Yeah,
And she's
it
just
goes back to
killing her
reality.
fucking uncle.
Yeah.
And everyone's normal. Nobody looks evil. It's just her hallucinating. And then when she's done with it, she like throws it on. She grabs her drink and she just walks away. It was really well done, though. It was really, really well fucking done.
Then we got the Before Sundown by Jason A. Rostovsky. Yeah, there you go. Before Sundown. Try another blank.
Let's see.
Hope you guys are having a good night. This is my little filler. Hope you guys are actually having fun. This is different. This is I like this outdoor review. Hope you guys are drinking with us, smoking something. Hopefully this is helping you guys. Not think about reality, what you're going through, just hanging out. But yeah, Before Sundown by Jason A. Rostovsky.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm looking up. I'm looking up the.
Also, while Randall's looking that up, after tonight, tonight actually, we're gonna post about the actual giveaway. We're gonna come out with the rules, so you guys can share it, like it, give you extra entries. We're gonna show you guys in detail on the caption. So if you haven't seen what's part of the giveaway, it was in our last review of the rare exports. But again, we're gonna post the review separately of a picture of the items. Retail wise, it does go over $100. So hey, you got $100, to sell shit if you want to, or keep it or whatnot. It includes
Oh, Before Sundown was actually the kids, the Jewish kids. Because they needed to be home before sundown.
Then what was December the 19th?
That's what I'm going to go back and find out.
What the fuck? Well, we fucked that up. So December the 19th was not what we talked about. What we talked about was Before Sundown, so they had to get there before sundown. Obviously. December the 19th. Well, glad we did this live.
Yeah,
We are real people.
obviously.
We're not here to do it professionally or... Oh, cool. Ad.
Ads happen.
So let's see here.
Oh, December was the ice skating. December 19th was the ice skating.
Oh my god!
How can we forget that one?
Where they show a titty.
We saw some boob.
Ellie,
We saw boob.
Ellie, you want to hear this? Hope you hear. Say something. Make yourself known.
Chronological was great. Thought I was watching my
Real
cartoons.
people, I thought I was watching my cartoons.
Nice.
So yeah, Ellie.
So
this is,
whatever you're smoking, Ellie, you need to bring them over here because if you're imagining us as cartoons, actually, I would like to see us as cartoons. That would be fucking great. Anyway, so December 19th was
Ellie,
actually
a boob.
Yeah, a boob.
A beautiful.
And it was a.
It was a family party.
Yeah.
Two cousins were staring at each other sexually.
Very arousing.
Drinking their, whatever
In
their
the eyes,
choice.
you can see it was arousing in the eyes. They
Some,
were like, "Hey,"
yeah.
and she was like,
The looks you
"Hey."
give, your family members in Alabama and shit. So yeah, they go off outside the house, and they have 2 pairs of ice skates. So here you go, ice skates.
And the girl's like, "Oh, I don't do that. Like, I don't know how to skate." And the other girl's like, "It's not." She just they don't talk much, really.
Yeah.
It's all like just eye contact the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Puts on the ice skates. The other girl puts on the ice skates, and they get on the ice together. And they start having this little moment, and oh my god, I fell! Oh my god, I fell. And the other girl's like, oh my god, I fell on top of you! Oh my god! And then all of a sudden, it's a little, nice back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And
one of the girls just opens up the other girl's blouse.
She's like, oh my god, you fell like right here. Release the nipple.
Release the
And then we see some licking.
She licks that nipple so
A
good.
lot of licky tongue.
And the girl,
Back to the pun.
Oh, licky tongue, nice.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, kind of freaks out, puts her titty away. Shame.
I mean, it wasn't like she didn't really put it away in shame.
No, I said it's a shame that she put the titty out. And
Well,
put
yeah,
the titty in, yeah.
Did she put
covered
it away?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't think so.
The moment got fucked up because she
it got fucked up when they started to try and get up. Like she started trying to get up because they were gonna pull away to go do more stuff off the ice.
Oh, true.
Because I'm guessing the ice was, cold. So
She was cold.
So she goes to get up, and when she goes to get up, she slips
Yep.
and breaks a finger on her hand.
Oh, yeah, the pinky, yeah.
And she breaks her pinky finger, and you see her lift up her pinky, and her pinky's like all of a sudden like this, and she's just like, oh my god. And then the other girl who doesn't know how to ice skate is like, don't worry, I'll help you. Gets up
And just ice skates.
and then tries to skate a bit, realizing, oh wait, I don't know how to do this. Skates right over the other hand and chops off
all four fingers.
minus the thumb. And also the girl's like, oh my god. Like this. And then the girl that lives there, slices her slices her fucking hand, fucking falls forward, smashes her fucking face.
Yeah, busts open.
And then she's like, oh, shit. She goes to get up again, and then she falls on her backside. And then the girl that's missing hands now,
Comes
basically, comes towards her to be like, oh my god.
While the other girl's her legs are fumbling up.
Yep. And then she goes to get up with one leg, and then slips, and this right leg just goes
straight into her fucking face. And she's pulling her leg back, and the head is just like...
It was just a domino effect of you fucked up. It was fucking intense as fuck because it went from we might see some lesbian action here,
Yeah.
to suddenly we're just gonna see a bunch of dead and blood. It was crazy, but it was really well done. It looked great, prosthetically looked great. The girl ends up trying to pull the ice skate out, and you see the close up of the pulling the ice skate out, and it was really, really well fucking done. Exactly, Angel. It was icy hot. So that was actually December 19th. I keep saying December.
Ellie
December
says
19th.
at every point I was thinking, well, at least she was what? She has this O. So now we get to number 23, to the cracker. by
Cracker was really fucking
John
good.
Cook Lynch.
I really liked the Cracker. So
Oh yeah, the Cracker. You did mention the
Cracker was
toy.
a family at a dinner table, and all they had in front of them was I don't know if you guys they're called crackers. They are called crackers in real life.
Poppers or some shit.
But it's those things that are tubes, and you pull from one end, and another person pulls from the other end. And I guess when it pops, it'll either pop with like fucking glitter confetti, or something like that, confetti, something, and whoever it pops on, and it has the the goo or whatever shit that's like that's a person that loses, right?
But these crackers poppers were enormous.
Yeah, they were really big.
They were by
what was the name of the company, man? It was really.
I love the company name. Yeah.
Oh my
that
God.
Provided that. Something Hills.
Something like that. Yeah.
So it's a dad. He's controlling the
game.
The game. They got the mom. I guess an older daughter, and then the grandma. But the grandma's she's asleep.
Yeah.
And every time they're the dad pulls out like cue cards and starts saying jokes. They're pretty funny.
Well, because there was jokes inside the crackers. The ones that weren't, the ones that didn't have the things in it. There we go. It was called Lunar Falls.
Lunar Falls. There you go.
And that plays into it too. That plays into it when we get to it. So every time it wasn't one of those that had like the powder or whatever that usually blows up on you. It had a little card in it with a joke, and you would say the joke.
And then he would time it. I think 180 seconds.
Yeah.
He had like a little Santa timer, just spins around.
Yeah.
And that put me on edge because I was like, what the fuck is gonna happen every 180 seconds? And also they were just trying to do it before the grandma wakes up for some reason.
Yeah, we never knew why she fell asleep or anything like that either. But then this is where it got interesting, right? Like he goes to tell his daughter, like, okay, we have to do this. And it's like, I don't want to fucking do it. And then he says, they're watching. And this is where you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Who the fuck is out there? And
So,
the dad also had a kitchen knife, which the mom kept eyeing.
Yeah. Yeah. The daughter tried to grab it, didn't she?
The mom.
The mom tried to grab the knife?
Because the mom was next to the dad, the daughter was next to the mom. So the dad is here, the mom's here, the daughter's here, and the grandma's in front. So it was the mom trying to grab it. Yeah.
Was that the mom? I thought that was another daughter. She was really young.
Was she? Or maybe it was
I
just
thought
like
the mom was the other one that was asleep.
the pictures. Huh? You had the pictures there. Yeah. Yeah, the mom, the daughter.
These look like parents, and these are the two daughters.
Oh, I thought these were.
I think these are the parents because they're dressed like parents, and then these are the daughters. I think.
All right.
I think that's what it was.
Either way, there's four.
Either
people.
way, whatever. It was a family of 4. She goes to grab the knife, and I think the guy grabs the knife because you see him there. He grabs the knife. He's like, "No, we're not going to do that. We have to do this thing." And then she goes ahead and she ends up pulling it or whatever.
Well, before pulling it, it's just that tension, that suspense. What the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Is this like a real bomb type shit? That's what I was thinking. And
and it turns out to be a card. He reads the joke, funny.
Yeah.
Then he goes, let's do another one, and it's like him now, pulling. Same thing. Turns out to be a card.
Yeah.
Then the younger daughter, he gives it to her, and she picks hers up.
Oh, and
he says, and
that's when the grandma wakes up.
Yeah. Then she wakes up and she goes, "Oh, a cracker!" Grabs it, pulls, and
Just
fucking
like scanners.
Dude, yeah, exactly like scanners. Like just straight up, like fucking shot
Her
to the face.
just blows up.
Everything just explodes everywhere. Yeah. And the young daughter's just like, "Oh, shit!" Right? And
don't we get like a laugh track or something?
I think
like that?
It was something like that. Yeah. And then they kind of like zoom out, right, at this point, because we see that the mom's dead, everyone else is out, so it's over. And they zoom out, and the idea is that it's supposed to be a captivity in space, right? And they have humans in cubicles like museum pieces or like zoos, right? there's a term for this shit. I can't remember what the term is. But yeah, they're all in their own little like room, and then it shows you the ad.
Yeah.
The ad for the cracker, and for the place that's called Lunar Falls, and basically, what the ad is saying is like, this is our way of keeping population control.
Turns really scary.
So they throw out a random amount of like crackers, and a few of them are gonna blow your face off. It was.
We're live.
He went over there. He kept on driving around. You know that?
Give us a few seconds.
Yeah. I'm gonna light my cigar again.
It's gone. And last but not least, number 24, we got Operation Dolph by Trent Haga.
Oh, this one was fucking amazing. This one gave me kind of a... What was it? Gave me a kind of a feeling of the Jason Statham movie Crank.
Yeah.
A little bit of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Because it was desert setting, right? It was a desert setting. Crank because the guy was just like running like energized, like he had just like, you know, done a big ass line of coke or some shit.
Breaking Bad because of drugs, I guess
that played a factor into it, but it was, you know, it was just like, it would have been like what's his fucking name?
Otis.
No. Oh, Otis too. I told you the guy reminded me of Otis, but the vibe of Breaking Bad was also like, you know, the guy walking in the desert like that, like the fuck is his name, dude? The guy from Breaking Bad.
Saul?
No. The dude from Breaking Bad and from Malcolm in the Middle.
Heisenberg?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston.
Okay.
Like, it was like the Bryan Cranston when he's like, you know, in his underwear, like walking in the desert type of feel. But only instead of walking in his underwear, walking in a Santa suit.
Yeah, the Santa suit, he's in a van or some shit just driving.
Yeah.
And this one's weird because...
Angel says, I know some crackers with jokes.
This is kind of weird because they didn't show the title or nothing or any director's name, so we had to look it up.
No, we didn't. We had to wait till the credits.
Oh, true that.
We started guessing names.
Oh, yeah. So the Santa pulls up to this, like, abandoned trailer house in the middle of nowhere. And,
middle of the desert?
Yeah. Does he knock or just breaks into the...
He knocks first. The kid opens the door.
Oh, yeah, there's a kid playing the Switch, and he just opens the door, and he just picks up the kid, and he's like...
I'm not here for you.
I'm not here. It just tosses him. It's funny as shit. The kid flies.
He actually throws the kid. Now, I'm guessing that this had to be the child of, like, either the actor or the director or something like that. And he probably threw him in a comfortable space.
A mattress, you know? Or something. The sofa that was there.
It didn't look like it was, like, a violent throw, but it was a throw, regardless. Like, when you're playing with your kids and you throw them on, like, a fucking bed or a couch or some shit. Yeah. You know? Kind of like that situation. But he threw the kid. Then another kid comes out.
The older brother's like, hey, are you all right?
And he's wearing... What shirt was he wearing? He was wearing...
The mom was a white snake.
Yeah, I know the white snake was in the... well, remember, everything tied into that. But he was wearing... Was it a Slayer shirt or some shit? He was wearing another shirt. He had a shirt that was significant to it all, too. Or was it Rob Zombie?
Nah, I just remember the mom's shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, Santa pulls up behind him.
He pulls up behind the kid.
Rear naked choking him.
Rear naked choking. Yeah, the kid, the mom was like, what are you doing to my fucking son? And he just goes...
breaks that kid's fucking neck.
Throws the kid to the floor. Yeah. And the mom goes, you motherfucker.
And then when the mom runs, you see the first kid. Apparently he threw him against the Christmas tree, and the kid just like, it's funny as fuck.
Dead on the tree.
And they show the older kid, and it's of course laying dead down, funny as hell.
Yeah.
And then Randall's like, holy shit, she has one leg. She had a prosthetic leg, which is fucking random. And they're fighting in the kitchen, and Santa's like, where is he? You know, where do you have him? The mom's like, oh, what is it? She doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Stabs him a few times on the side of the I guess the abdomen or
yeah. She grabs like a kitchen knife. There's a lot of kitchen knife usage in this whole entire thing. She grabs a kitchen knife while he's choking her against the sink. He grabs the knife, or she grabs the knife and starts like just like stabbing him repeatedly. Like again, 4 or 5 times.
Again, this is a big, hefty Santa, so guess in the moment, adrenaline, maybe he didn't feel it or whatnot. Does he kill her?
Yeah, he choked her.
Oh, he chokes her to death.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
drops her.
It seems like he was in a trance when he was choking her. She stabs him so many times that nothing happens. Nothing changes for him. And once she like just kind of like ends up like laying there choked out, it's like he snaps out of the trance because you would say, oh, it's like he just woke up.
Oh yeah, true.
Because all of a sudden he just goes, ugh, and he just like bolts out of the house, goes around the side of the house, and this is where you see exactly everything tied in because the lady was wearing a white snake shirt, and then the kid was wearing something that related to it too. While he's walking, you see a Confederate flag. Then you see the KKK uniform.
The hood like being dried, like, you know.
Dried on hangers, like
hangers.
a little fucking old school rope, dry your shit outdoors thing.
And then he comes to, he got
like
the gun.
a tent in the back, right?
Yeah, there's like a container or something. You see like a little drug operation going on. He pulls out a gun, cocks it, and then he goes in and starts shooting. Kills one of the guys. Look like
square in the face.
Look like a fat Daddy Yankee or one of these.
No, he looked like the bald agent from the Matrix. Like Agent
Smith.
No. Yeah, because he had the glasses on.
Oh, okay.
He had those like fucking sharp ass glasses, and he was just bald. So and all you saw was like the grin.
He shoots him a couple times, and the second guy
him just once in the head.
Oh, once I thought it was a couple
and
times.
He shot a couple, but he shot through the cocaine, and then one went right in the head.
And then the second guy is this scrawny guy. Is like, oh, I don't know nothing or whatnot.
And he's like, I don't know where they have him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even a part of this. I'm just a cook.
There you go.
Or the chemist or something like that. He says something like, I'm the cook or I'm the chemist. So he's like saying, like, I'm not one of them. I'm not like KKK. I'm just the one who knows how to make the drugs. And
after some, I guess, intimidation and whatnot, he tells them where he's.
No, he doesn't tell him anything.
Does he? Or he's at the back tent. The tent.
Yeah, he says out back or something like that.
Something in the tent. Yeah.
He just ends up killing the guy anyway.
I guess like he crushes his skull or something.
Yeah. He just keeps on crushing. Goes, God, what movie does that? There's another movie that does that.
To me, it reminds me of Jason.
Well, yeah, Jason too, or what's the cop one? Maniac Cop.
Okay.
So but he ends up just crushing the face. Then he goes out back. He sees the house, and this is my favorite shot. You can tell they used the droid for it.
The drone, yeah.
The droid. Jesus, I'm fucking...
Fatty Yankee?
Yeah. Drone.
Fatty Yankee.
Yeah, Fatty Yankee. They use a drone shot, and they have him, like, walking, like, straight line towards this little house in the back. And he goes into the little tent in the back, opens it up, and all you see is a fucking reindeer.
And what's cool about this little tent or house, alongst the wall, was a bunch of Christmas lights, which is well done. And yeah, like Randall said, it's actual reindeer. And what does he say? Fuck.
I'm taking you home, baby, or some shit like that.
I'm taking you home.
I'm taking you home, and there's some shit like that. And
wait. Before he gets to the tent, he's walking out, and then some guy shoots him like 3 times in the back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he tries to shoot him 3 times.
He doesn't fall down. He kills this guy. Oh, steps on him. Just you remember?
Well, he shoots him. He falls over, and then the guy's trying to reload the gun, and he stands back up again, grabs the guy, throws him on the floor, and then just starts stomping on the floor. And then they show a glance of the stomped face, and it's just like a bloody mess now. Like there's just fragments of what used to be bone. So that was really well done. And then it comes the straight line with a drone shot, and unveils to just him saving a reindeer.
Yep, and then that was it. We get some credits.
And through the end credits, like we said, they showed all the titles again of every movie, and then everyone involved each film. So the credits alone are like 25, 30 minutes long. But to get people to watch it through all the way, they did, the classic Marvel thing, which is throw in some, post-credit scenes. And the post-credits were 2 of the 3 bonus films.
The first one was Christmas Corpse by Anika Marks.
And it was corpse, spelled corp, as in corporation, .se.
.se, yeah.
So a corpse like a dead body, but also as in corpse as a company.
This one was fun, yeah.
This one was really interesting how they did it. It's there's a lot of anger and stress and pressure being thrown around in the corporate office, and they're having a Christmas party at the same exact time. But apparently they had due dates or a deadline for something, and the main boss is like, we need to get this shit done, and they send it over to a person to get it done. But he does it with a lot of anger in him. Yeah. So it doesn't ever point out what attaches this to that, but
yeah, they send this one girl who's having fun in the party. She goes to, I think it's the 6th floor.
Yeah, and to go pick up the file.
Once the elevator doors open, the whole hallway's, I think the hallway, or
it's all pitch black with like the little flickering lights.
Yeah, the red lights.
Oh yeah, red lights, but darkened out and with flickering lights and shit like that. She walks through the hall. She sees the one door that has more light in it, right? And she walks into it. And she gets really close. She sees the file on the table. There's a maid lady. Yeah, the maid's in there.
And she's like rambling or chanting something.
Yeah.
She doesn't move. And then does she see the file, or does she see somebody on the chair?
She sees the file.
Oh no, somebody's facing.
Yeah, the chair is like turned around. But she sees the file, and once she picks up the file, all of a sudden she goes.
The maid drops.
She goes. Oh, because the maid was holding the file, was she?
Yeah, she passes.
The maid was holding the file, so she grabs the file out of the maid's hand. The maid drops on the floor. The girl that now grabs the file, her face goes full like demonic, possessed,
white eyes,
everything, and then she just stays standing there.
And then the chair that's facing outwards just slowly spins. And it's just a guy with a bullet wound to the head. Yeah. With a gun in his hand. So he committed suicide. Then the boss that sent her upstairs, I guess he gets irritated. Why is she taking so long? Goes upstairs, retrieves the file from her. Right.
Yeah.
She collapses.
He goes full possessed, and he goes to the window, opens the window, and goes. I believe I can fly.
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And then while he's doing that,
I can hit the car.
While he's doing that,
I'll smash my face in 20 different ways.
Yeah. So while he's doing that, the people...
Let all my blood
God damn
spray.
I'm gonna wait for you to
I
sing.
believe I can fly. Scatter myself across the way. Hey. Okay. Done.
So while he's upstairs preparing to fall on the 3rd or 2nd floor or whatnot, people are having talking amongst themselves. You just see the guy falling through the window, through the mirror or whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's when Randall is saying that he hits the car, and just the paperwork just flies everywhere.
And then all of a sudden you have the young upstart that's like, I've been waiting for this position.
Yeah.
We'll get those deadlines done. Don't worry.
Doesn't shed a tear or nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, I got this covered, And
then they
what happens?
They zoom into the file.
It's perfectly back into on the desk.
Yeah. Even though it like went all over the place outside, all of a sudden it's back inside the building, being on his desk, intact, waiting for him to grab it. And then you understand, the possession, the curse, shall continue. And that was Corpse. Which was really, really fucking good. I mean, honestly, that's another one that can definitely be a longer film. They can definitely make something out of something like that.
And then we get more credits until the last one, which is Operation Dolph. And then we get the second short film called Ring My Bell by Alyosha Sars. I'm sorry.
You can ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Ring my bell. So this one was this was kind of weird.
This one was great.
Great, but weird because it involved the kids and little.
Well, I mean, yeah. So this one was like a family at home.
Yeah, the mom and dad, the boy and the girl.
And the mom's like, "Oh, you work too hard. You work too much." And his phone keeps on dinging, like it keeps on ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, they're at dinner,
and you're like, she's like thinking, "Oh, it's work." and then we get like a little glance from the other side, and we see he's getting titty pictures and shit like that, and you realize, oh no, he's just having an affair. And then all of a sudden, the next message says, "I'm on my way." And you're like, oh, he's having an affair with somebody, you know, in the family, or, you know, maybe it's like the wife's sister or some shit. You start trying to come up with a story or an assumption. Yeah, be careful. That's really sharp. So, you're like, holy fuck, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, you know, you hear the bell ring.
And of course, the kids go.
They open the door.
And it's a female Santa Claus.
Yep. And she comes. She gives them gifts. The wife's like, oh, this is a surprise.
She just accepts it because, you know.
At this point, it's like, whatever, right? And then while the kids are opening the gifts, she turns on a stereo box and starts playing music. And all of a sudden, she starts doing a striptease.
Yeah, she gets on the table.
While the kids are like, they're opening gifts.
Throws the food on the ground.
She's like throwing off her clothes and shit like that. And then, yeah, she climbs up on the dinner table, starts like fucking dancing even more provocatively.
Shavakadi.
Provocatively.
Yeah. You got it right.
And the wife's like, what the fuck is going on? And she goes, you're just another hooker, another slut. She gets up and vampire bite.
Well, they pan to the kids while she's still dancing.
Yeah.
The kids open up the presents and,
vampire bite.
Some sexual toys.
And when vampire... Yeah, that's right. Oh, my God.
The kids open up sexual toys.
Oh, my God. That was the weird part.
And they're playing with it, you know?
Oh, my God. That was the weird part. With the girl.
Yeah, the girl was playing. I don't know what the kid got.
Girl, I don't remember the kid. Oh, my God. But the little girl. This was the part that might make people cringe. Because she gets like the... and a lot of girls would know exactly what this is. It's the bunny vibrator.
Has a fucking name.
Yeah.
That was just a regular vibrator. Guess with a little, that thing.
Yeah, I've bought that for an ex before. So the bunny vibrator, yes, it's the ears because it's supposed to be the vibration. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So see, Ellie already knows. So, yeah. And the girl is just like there with it in her hand. I'm guessing this is a new out of the package one. I'm hoping.
Unused.
I mean, obviously, I'm hoping it's unused. But the little girl starts kind of like sucking on one of the ears.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that, yeah.
And you're like, no!
And that's where we proceed to the vampire bites. You see the fangs.
Yeah, you see the vampire bite on the mom, and the dad's like, no, and then he gets vampire bit too, and then they glance at the kids, and the kids are just like in shock, and then they go back to the lady on the table, and she's just like standing there in like superhero pose, and all you see is the teeth, and then it just goes blank, and then we get final credits for that movie, and Deathcember is officially over. And it was a hell of a fucking ride.
As you can see,
I mean, I don't even know how long have we been. Let me check. We probably took just as long to
it's probably like 2 hours or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, 2 hours.
So then the third short film or extras film, you can find that on the Blu-ray version. Again, look into eBay. I forgot how much it's going for.
It was a bit.
Let me actually find out for you guys if you're interested.
I'll go right now. I got it here.
And again, it's on Tubi, Amazon, Vudu for free.
Out of here.
If you don't want to spend, I know you got it. Overall, all in all, great film. Definitely one to watch with a buddy or whatnot. Let me see. But if you do watch it, let us know which of the 24 short films and the 2 extra ones were your favorite, because we got our own.
So the uncut collector's edition sealed right now. Actually, that's not bad. $30 free shipping on eBay. And then somebody has a Region 2 UK version for $19 plus shipping. So that's not bad, really, considering. So the Kickstarter
Yeah.
wasn't an enormous amount of money. They had to find funding somewhere else, and they did. They went through, I think it was like a German production company.
Yeah, a German film
that
company,
ended up
yeah.
giving them the additional funds needed to complete the project itself. I'm not sure how many, like, if any of these films were voluntarily given or what they paid in sense of actors and shit like that, or if they just wanted to be a part of the project itself. But this would be a fun one to add to the collection, honestly. I think I would like to have this in my collection because it was that interesting, that fun. It made you wish you had more.
Yeah.
You know, the only one that put us off out of everything was the Aurora one, right? The sci-fi one.
The third short film, yes.
Yeah, that was the only one that put us off because it was almost like it was no dialogue. The only dialogue we really got was a PA speaker speaking.
Yeah.
Every now and then saying radiation exposure is
Yeah, because even the main lady, nobody talked.
No words.
Nobody talked at all. But again, this had a box office of 150,000 euros. So it didn't do that great, I believe. I don't have a overall estimate amount of maybe if it came out in the U.S. I gotta look into DVD sales, see how much that made. But definitely one to check out again. Like I said, different type of anthology. I'm used to like the 4 short films or three films.
Yeah.
This was super different. I'm really glad you came across it, right, on Tubi, or we were just
we were just scrolling through it. We were just scrolling through Tubi, and we found this, and then we kept scrolling a little bit further because we were like, oh, maybe this one, and then we saw the one that we're about to talk about. I don't know if you want to stop this and do one just for that.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay. Take like a 5-minute break.
Yeah,
you guys don't mind. Stretch your legs.
Yeah.
Get something to drink, something to eat, maybe. I don't know. Call an Uber to get you home. I don't know where you at. In the meantime, I'll practice my my lighting of cigars. Go smoke another one. But this one got fucked up.
You fucked it up?
Like I always do. I'm the disappointment of the family.
Yeah, dude, Angel, it's. I think it's definitely worth the grab. I mean, I would say if anything, if you want to watch it on Tubi or whatever first, or Peacock or
Vudu, Amazon.
or Amazon if you have Prime.
But definitely, I know if you watch it, don't spend your money right away on it, but definitely watch it.
I think it's. Personally, Angel, I think you'd like it. Like, I know your taste already, dude. I think you would like this movie. I think it'd be something you'd be into. But yeah, I would always say like watch it first before investing. But for me, like I definitely think I would want this movie for sure in my collection.
Oh, hell yeah!
It was that fun.
And like I said, you have so much to talk about. You have all these directors from coming from different backgrounds. Again, I still want to find out about the Aurora. More, maybe look into more of these directors, see what they've made. Because a lot of them have intrigued me to see what more stuff can they do or have they done. Especially some of these are famous, like the director for the Cannibal Holocaust, people that worked in The Walking Dead. So you have, not, I guess you could say famous names there, but well-known names. Let me see here. So yeah, guys, we're gonna take
and see if I can find.
Okay, what's up?
The only entity guilty.
Wait, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break or so.
Well, we gotta rate it.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm so.
Well, okay. So let's do this. Pull up the list.
The list. Oh, you're gonna rate all of them?
No, hell no. It'd be crazy.
Oh no, hell no! Y'all went up and done it.
All right. So out of that list, give me your top 3. Your top 3 of the 24.
Okay, so number 1, I have to go number 5 on the list. Beyond Cisco's, which is the kid singing to the carolers who kept the kid alive for like 60 plus years. I gotta go to number 1 for that. Second one has to be the Christmas Miracle with the newborn baby, where the mom trades her life for the baby. Again, super short film, probably like a 3-minute short film, but would love to see more of that director. And let's see here. Fuck, they're so good.
Right?
And probably Pig. I'll have to go Pig as well. It was well shot. The purpose of these ladies, they went for it, even though they got the wrong guy. It was just amazing. Creativity, and that one was amazing. Like I said, also the pig mask is something I want in my collection.
Yeah, it was really good.
So yeah, I'll have to go with that. What about you, Randall?
Okay, let me see. Let me look at the list. All right, so I think my...
Yeah, this
keeps on clothing. Oh, there you go.
A little lopsided. It leans to the left.
Nice. So I think I'm not putting in particular order of like what I like the most or whatever.
From the list, just drop down 1, 2, 3.
I think I really liked, even though it was really short, but I did like The Joy to the Girls because it was very much a giallo style.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. We forgot to mention that. Yeah.
So it felt like a giallo film, and I really got into giallo films. Like I think did you mention giallo? Like which?
I think
no,
that was
with Angel, right? Yeah,
Angel or Alex, yeah.
Well, it had to be Angel for sure. It had to be Angel. Like Alex has told me about some stuff too, but it was definitely Angel. That I think he pointed me to some Argento stuff.
Argento was in for the demons.
I know, but
more.
Oh, so that's what I'm saying. So you did play a role.
Yeah.
Because Argento did giallo.
Okay.
So demons opened me up to look at more Argento stuff. That's what it was. So yeah, in a way, it was you. So you opened my mind to Argento. I see Argento's demons. I fall in love with demons. Then I started looking more stuff up by him, and he did a lot of giallo. And then I started looking up some Fucci stuff and a bunch of other giallo directors, and I fell in love with the genre. So Joy to the Girls was very much a giallo style, just a quick 5-minute segment of it, but really well done and executed. I even think I said it.
Yeah, during I remember.
Right when the guy walked into the thing, I was like, man, this gives me a real giallo style feel to it. Because of the music. That's what it was.
Okay, yeah, we didn't mention a scene where the guy was drinking wine like crazy. That scene, the room starts spinning and
dude, Angel, if you hear the music in that, it's literally you can experience a giallo film. That is literally giallo music playing in the background. So it's that. I think Cracker is definitely one of my favorites too. So Joy to the Girls, Cracker, and I think my last one...
I think I know what you're going to say.
Man, it is tough. It is really fucking tough. I think I'm going to go with Operation Dolph.
Oh shit, I thought you were going to go for Milk and Cookies.
Milk and Cookies was great.
Operation Dolph, okay.
I think I'm going to go Operation Dolph just because of the scene where I killed 2 kids. Oh, it was so great. I'm not here for you. Throws the kid and goes to the other kid. And it was all just for fucking reindeer.
Oh, reindeer, yeah.
It was so good. It was because it was the way it was shot, I think was what really got me. Because it was very much like that Crank feel.
And again, let me see again here. The Kill Santa, it's up there too.
Yeah.
It's fuck, there's so many good ones.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I enjoyed it all. I enjoyed it all, except Aurora was the only one that was off-putting. There's anyone that was just dude, what the fuck?
And then the acting for the...
and technically, what we were saying, technically, Aurora has nothing to do with Christmas, really. It's a holiday event, but it's not really Christmas, and it's not a holiday that's celebrated in December. It's celebrated in July or something like that. The day of the birth of whatever his name
Kim
is.
or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our top 3. As a whole, giggity.
Yep.
I have to go with a 9 out of 10, man.
Yeah.
Despite some of the bad acting, probably 2 short films I didn't like. overall, I enjoyed the fuck out of this.
Yeah, it would be Aurora, and then the
acting for the
Family
five
Matters,
deaths,
right?
no, 5 deaths in the blood red, and then the one with the reindeer. I didn't really like that with the kid that kills, the reindeer that kills the mom and dad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that one I think was the acting was good in that one. It was decent enough in that one.
Or they're all gonna laugh at you or something like that. Yeah.
It could have used a little bit more. I mean, I think with that one is, I wish we would have been able to see it.
Yeah, because all you see is
the bloody
first
the bloody
person
corpse of the reindeer.
The first person view, I
Yeah.
guess, of the reindeer. You just see the horns.
Yeah.
That's about it. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. What about you, man?
Hey, Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Thanks, Book Abyss.
Yeah, Will.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, this was a whole entire lots of fun. Really enjoyed Deathcember. I'm actually going to 9.5.
All right.
It's just minus that Aurora.
Yeah.
It would have been a perfect 10 for me if it wouldn't have been for Aurora. Because even the reindeer one, I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You know, I found the humor in the moment. Like, it's fine. It's dead. Oh, God. Run. Run. So I was running. Oh, it's Dad. We thought it was dead. It wasn't dead. Now Dad's dead.
Angel, I think you might be the only one, maybe Will, if you're still here. This, I don't know if you know about this. This reminds me of Santa's Little Helper, which is a horrible fucking film, but it's up there in VHS prices, and it's like a homemade homemade film. But yeah, it reminds me of Santa's Little Helper. If any of you guys know about that movie, that type of filming. But
and
yeah,
to give you the gist, the normal rating for this review for this movie everywhere is usually like about half. Like it's like a 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5, or people rated it 50 out of 100, things like that. So it's not a really highly rated movie for a lot of people, but reality is I really enjoyed it. Like, we watched it through and weren't really bored through it. And we even went about 2 hours and 20 minutes straight, and we enjoyed it.
We even went back on some scenes, like, oh, replay that, and I want to watch that again.
Yeah, we wanted to see if we missed something at certain points. It was great. And then the transition through each one with the advent calendar style was everything that we saw referenced to how the deaths would happen. So the Christmas lights, when the aunt hung herself outside the door, she hung herself with the Christmas lights. The Christmas lights was what was on the little door when they opened. The Kill Santa had a machete as the door opener. The ice skates. The one with the and the one with the
gas mask.
The girl with the dolls.
What was it? Oh, the
Bad Santa. Bad Santa, was it?
No, it was the Santa's Coming, or
Santa's Coming
with the Jason mask on the wall.
Yeah, I had the Jason mask. I was there hovering, so everything related to something significant in the movie itself, in the short film.
And I think that those parts of the movie really made us, the viewers, interact. Like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know, how are they gonna use this? Or we're talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
It makes you think, like, how are they gonna use this product or this prop,
this item,
as the killing object, or whatnot. Again, you heard it. 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Again, we might be biased, but hey, as you've seen, we reviewed movies that we hate, but
we'll give it our honest opinion for us. Might not feel the same way for you. You might watch it and might hate it.
Again, different perspectives. We look into films for different reasons.
Yeah.
But overall, definitely go check this out. Again, if you just tuned in, you can watch it for free on Tubi, Amazon, Vudu, Peacock, or buy it for your own collection on eBay. It goes for a good $30, $18 for the UK version. But yeah, we'll be back. Thank you for stopping by.
I must say one thing.
What's up?
If you're noticing, we are twinning right now. We're both wearing Scream hoodies. And I have to say, I'm very thankful for this man right here.
Oh, good.
This is my little Christmas gift. I got myself a little Scream hoodie, which does, it's on this arm, right?
I had to pick it up for myself, too.
Yeah, a Scream on the side there. Really dope.
Stand up, man. Show us. Shows the back. The whole cast has the VHS, I believe, has this in the back. I'm not too sure of the posters. But yeah, and also
No Ghostface, but I don't give a fuck.
we're anticipating
It was great,
Scream
especially
5.
with the Drew Barrymore scene. The most.
Let me see,
I mean, that has to be one of the more iconic scenes in that fucking movie, right? Like
Yeah,
the
exactly.
beginning entry scene. When
Yeah,
you
man.
think they put this, dude, like that has got to be one of the most classic things anybody's ever done, like in a horror movie like this.
Well, when he
They
puts,
grab a lead star with
Mm-hmm.
such a great fucking name like Drew Barrymore, who can carry a fucking movie by herself
yeah.
and kill her in the first 5 minutes of that fucking movie.
Oh,
Before they even put the name of the movie, she is dead.
fun fact. So I watched the first 2 or 3.
Thank you, Ellie.
First
Thank
two-
you, Mac.
What's up?
She says it's a beautiful hoodie.
Yeah, you can look this up on Hot Topic. I had to get this for myself as well. But it was funny because fucking Iris from Miso Retro Hot Toys 05, we watched the first 2 or 3, I forgot, and then we looked like how you and we looked into it. I did my research, and to have her cry, Wes Craven always brought up a story about how a puppy or some type of animal died to get her to cry on set, because Drew Barrymore is an animal lover. So I was like, yo, Wes Craven was not, of course, fucking genius mind, but
You have
the
to use
levels, yeah,
the methods he had to use
to get
what he wanted on camera.
And it was fucking awesome. Again, the references in the beginning, to Friday the 13th, Michael Myers, all that, Freddy Krueger, I believe was also mentioned in one of the questions.
Yeah.
It was just amazing overall. Also, too, I'm just wanting to get into the Scream franchise now. There's fucking props of, the Fonz, the actor, I forgot his name.
Harry Winkler?
Winkler, yeah. In the
Not
principal's
Harry,
office.
what the fuck
Yeah,
is his name?
it is.
It's not Harry.
No, Mr. Winkler, whatever the fuck.
It's not
But there's
Harry.
props of his jacket.
Henry Winkler.
There's-
Why'd I call him Harry?
The actual the Fawn's jacket is in the movie. It's like a quick glimpse. It's awesome, man. So much hidden Easter eggs and whatnot in the film. But definitely, we're waiting for part 5 to come out January 14th.
Oh, we're excited about that one. We're gonna go watch that shit.
If you have T-Mobile, there's a T-Mobile app.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, T-Mobile Tuesdays on January 11th. They're gonna have a $4 ticket sale through the Atom, ATOM app, Atom's tickets app.
Yeah.
So you can get it through there. Again, if you want that,
And it
link.
works great. The reason we ended up hanging up Mr. Spidey back there.
Which Alex won, right?
Yeah, Alex won. He went to bed already, but the reason we hung it up there is because we used the T-Mobile Tuesday. They did it for Spider-Man, which is insane when you think about it. But at the same time, they were like, this is probably going to make a lot of fucking money. So I think we could spare a few bucks.
No,
So
and we thought it was just standard format. No, we saw it in 3D.
we saw it in 3D at $4. And so that is why we hung up Spidey back there. And luckily for Alex, he was the one who pointed it out, its existence. You guys probably saw it, but nobody mentioned it. And we weren't going to give away, hints. Even though I kind of did, right? I did say somebody can win something. Excelsior. Stan Lee reference.
We kind of moaned it. Like, Excelsior.
But yeah, so, T-Mobile, hit us up, man. Stella and T-Mobile, and Crown. Everybody, hit us up.
You know it.
If you're an IPA, we'll do it. Fuck it.
I'll do it. What do you do for an IPA? But yeah, we'll be back, guys. Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah. Do not go fucking away. You will absolutely love this next review.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it is going to be an experience and a half for us to talk about this fucking movie.
So get your gluteus maximus ready.
Absolutely. Because we will be back with Rectama.
Cool.
Rectama.
Thank you, guys.